welcome to Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Dreverax is back, so we just had him roll percentile dice to find out what happened. So, waking up and getting ready for your day for a new adventure, but you disappeared, and you found yourself in a new place. This isn't somewhere you've been before, and it's been dark, and it was kind of cool and windy. And just walking around, you're used to like physics being different on these other planes. So it just moving feels weird. But you're standing on what seems to be solid ground, and you're just kind of alone in this space. After a while, like you kind of there's not much you can do here. You kind of walk around. You kind of I don't know, what would you do in this place? There's kind of
I
not
would
much
do,
that
considering I've
exists.
been traveling like this for a while, I have the same sort of set of things. I do my best to like carve into whatever ground there is so I know what my starting position is. And I sort of like walk out and sort of do like rings to see if there are edges or things to climb. Look for people, look for signs of life, signs of vegetation, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Just basically trying to feel my way around.
There's not a ton here, and it's pretty dark. But eventually, you come to basically like a cliff wall. You find, and like coming up to it, you touch it, and it feels weird. It's more like fabric than like rock. It's kind of like a big, heavy like curtain, like a stage curtain. So you can like it's pliable. You can move it, but you can't see any way through it. And you start to hear some voices, and it's a language that you can't understand. It seems to be coming from the other side.
Through the curtain?
Yeah.
Is it like a curtain that I can lift and go under?
No, it's like part of the surrounding like environment. It's not really a curtain, but it feels like one.
Am I in Dandriel's pocket?
Uh, that would be hilarious.
We
But-
talked about this.
I promised him I would never be in his pocket. Am I actually in his pocket right now?
Is there
So,
a
so you're
hole?
thinking that, and you're kind of afraid that that's the case, but I can tell
Totally.
you that's not where you're at.
Okay. It's not purple enough to be Dandriel's pocket.
Correct.
Got
Freezing.
it. Potentially. And I don't recognize the language at all. I haven't been exposed to it.
I'll say just make an intelligence check. It's not a language you know, but maybe you could recognize what language it is.
Sure. 13 and intelligence. 15.
15. You're not sure what language it is.
Gibberish. Does
yeah.
it seem like behemoth people my size, or tiny people? Like just in
It
terms
does
of...
sound like smaller voices. So you think
Okay.
that they are maybe like they're not huge, giant creatures.
How do they sound? Do they sound agitated, normal conversation?
They're just kind of having a conversation.
Just a normal conversation?
Yeah.
And it sounds like they're on the other side of this curtain membrane thing?
Yeah.
I might just sort of start walking down either direction, one direction, to see if there's an edge
And
too long and lose
Okay.
the sound. Then I would stop and maybe potentially try to climb the curtain.
okay. My video chat cut for a moment, so I think I got what you said. So you head down one way. You do find you walk from. It takes maybe like 20 minutes. It seems like time is also weird. You're used to that in these different planes you land in. But it seems like maybe like 20 minutes go by before you find like a way through, and there's like this tunnel that
Okay.
that goes around, and you do see some light ahead. And when you get up to it, you do see two imps, which is very strange to you. You're used to seeing more like abyssal creatures,
Right.
and these are infernal creatures, so that's kind of confusing.
Do I sense that they sense me? Does it look like
They
they're
have
alerted?
not noticed you.
How close are they to this particular opening that I'm in?
I'd say you're a good like 50 feet away.
Okay.
And they kind
Can
of
I just do a
They
I'm
kind of
50
just have
feet
like a camp
from
set
them?
up.
Okay. And what? So I'm coming out of this like curtainish thing, imps at a campfire, 50 feet away. What does the rest of the scenario, like scene, look like? What can I see, if anything?
There's
Just the
not a lot
firelight.
here. It's kind of like a cavern, but it's
Okay.
still the same like weird material that is creating it. And
Interesting.
they have like a fire, and there's some like simple structures that they've maybe probably been sleeping under.
Okay.
But yeah, there's not a lot here. There's not much to the environment. It's windy and it's cold.
Gotcha. Well, considering, so I've been in places before for minutes. I've been there for hours. I've been there for days. I would probably, seeing that there are imps, is there do they have like food or aside from these little makeshift bed things that they're sitting there, anything else that I myself could potentially leverage while I'm in this place?
You can't see that from where you're at.
Okay.
There's nothing readily obvious like that.
Sorry, 1 second. There's a music question. I'll be right
Okay,
back.
no problem.
Sure.
Okay, so do we want to do a quick recap while we're waiting of last time?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Who would like to do it though?
I mean, I could probably do it pretty succinctly. So after a long day and an interesting evening that ended at the Yawning Portal, the adventurers met Volothamp Gadarm, who gave them a quest to find a missing person. And in all of the urgency of this quest, they decided to go to sleep, wake up, have a leisure breakfast, run some errands, make some deliveries, and and yeah, not and go shopping is what they did.
We're new to this whole adventuring thing.
Day 2. Let's go shopping.
And that's where we ended.
And that also explains the temperament of Gus.
Quote,
There's this
quote.
important thing going
What's
on.
another hour? Quote.
There was a little bit of sarcasm in there.
I see the first custom T-shirt we're buying for a member.
What's another hour?
What's another hour?
All right, you're back.
I am. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so there's a cavern with some imps.
So I would attempt to sneak around them to get out, or does it look like an enclosed cavern, or can I tell?
You can't see the other side of it. It doesn't seem that large.
Does it seem like there would be a natural exit, or does it seem like I'm coming? You know what I mean? Like they've got the light source at their fire.
Yeah.
Does it look like there's a back curtain wall too, or
there could be. It's just it gets dark. So
any rocks or anything around my feet?
no.
And I don't speak impish.
No, it'd be,
I
it'd
impishly
be
don't speak
infernal.
impish. Okay. Yeah, well, I would try to sneak around him to see if I can just get around.
Okay.
Without being seen.
Make a stealth check.
This is going to be epic. Oh, nice! 18. And my stealth. Hold on, my stealth is it's 20 plus 2.
Okay. So yeah, you can like creep by just kind of the outline of.
Can I do like a really cartoony creep, like didn't
Yeah.
didn't didn't? Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Then-
And I'm making the
Definitely.
music while I'm doing it too.
And you can just kind of find any shadow possible from the fire. There's
Yeah.
not a lot to hide behind, but you found
Okay.
what you needed to hide behind, and you can get to basically their campsite.
Okay. I was going to try to sneak around, like try to
to
stay
the
outside the light
to
and
the
go
other
all
side.
the way
Yeah,
around
sure. You
to
can-
see if there is an exit on that side.
Yeah, you can get
I mean,
around.
you
there.
could take me into the campsite. I might wind up facing them anyway. I just want to.
Sure. Just
Get ready
going
for it.
around. Yeah, there's no other exit in this chamber.
All right. Is there a way? I don't mean to take too much time here, but is there a way that I could see what I remember from studying about imps? What I can do to interact with them, defend against them, fight them, ideally defeat them without biting them, like I did that Sturge thing.
Make an intelligence check.
Ooh. Well. Okay. I made an intelligence check.
Okay. So I think the answer is no.
It's a 9 total. It's a 9 total, which is not bad. It's just if it's like 50-50,
It's just not good.
it's not good. That's with a plus. Like
Yeah.
I got up to 9. Awesome.
So I'd say you obviously I assumed from the beginning you knew enough to tell they were imps by looking
Okay.
at them.
I still know they're imps.
Yeah, you still know they're imps. You know that they're lawful evil. They're devilish fiends.
Okay.
They can be shape changers. And I think
terrifying.
that's about all you know about them.
Are they small, medium?
They are. I will tell you exactly. But where does it tell me? Does their stat block not give their size?
Should.
It should. It should be at the
Like
top.
right under the name.
It's usually in
Oh, tiny.
italics.
Tiny.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
tiny.
They're tiny.
Oh.
So I'm going to collect them in a little jar and take them with me. In that case, what I think I'll do is, do I have, in times past when I've traveled into these places, sometimes I'm with the equipment I was bearing before, sometimes I'm not. Do I have that stuff with me now? Do I have
Yeah,
the shield?
you had like just gotten ready for the day. You have
Okay.
everything that you would have had with you.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to put a shield on an arm and grab my warhammer and just run in at them really quickly,
Okay.
yelling and trying to sound scary. Because A, I want to surprise them, and B, I want to bash one of them with my shield into the fire.
Okay. As soon as you
This
do
was
that,
the end of the friendly imps.
I die.
they look up and see you, and you hear another voice that's really loud and abyssal, and
Oh, no.
and it says like, "We have to observe them." And at that point, you snap back and you start teleporting back to the prime material plane.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
And as you come back, again, there's this wind circles around you, and it's a pretty familiar feeling by now of getting sucked in and out of these planes. And you notice some smells immediately, where there's this pungent aroma of you're not quite sure what it is. It's an artificial scent, probably like a perfume or something, but it's mixed
Okay.
with something gross, like you're too close to a sewer. And looking up, immediately you see this large creature behind glass, and it seems to be stuffed, but it's got this huge body with a big eye and a big mouth, and all of these little things sticking out of its head with little other tiny eyes. And you see you're in front of a storefront, and above it has finely written letters saying the Old Zablob Shop. And to your right, you see some people you know on a cart taking off up the street.
Excellent. Okay. For a second there, when you said I smell sewer, I was like, did Dandriel drop my figure in the sewer?
You are also...
I was expecting to awaken in refuse. I've arrived in worse. I
Yeah.
just wouldn't have expected it.
You also have the figurine in your hand.
Oh, I come back with it. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So I stuff it in my pocket, and I dragonborn jog to catch up with my friends, and say, "Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Sorry I'm late. who can tell me what time it is and where we are, where we're going, and what did I miss? With that weird grin that I had from before, like.
Yeah. Less teeth.
Oh, less teeth, right?
Yeah, less teeth. Less teeth.
And so this will be the first time any of you guys have seen him pop in like this.
Or do they witness my my appearance?
Anyone who was in the back of the cart probably saw it.
Okay.
So I wouldn't have seen.
It's kind of embarrassing. I'm never on the right foot, and I'm like falling over. It's a good thing you didn't watch.
I would almost certainly attempt to get your little statue out of my pocket and realize that
it's not there.
That it's not there, and be like, I lost it.
You lost my figurine? No!
I swear, it was in my pocket with the purple.
It was very purple. No. I should have done a better job explaining. I didn't really have a lot of time. When I return, I get the figurine back. So I have it here. I might get you to hold on to it as we move on if I start feeling a little bit weird. Sorry. Also, probably should have explained this. If I'm around, then there's nothing different about the figurine. But if I'm gone, the figurine will have a little bit more heft. And its eyes will actually have like little sapphires in them, so you'll be able to see like, oh, something's weird with this figurine. So like, if you're ever looking for me, like, hey, where's the big oaf guy? Yeah, provided that somebody doesn't stick little sapphires in there when you're not looking, right? Like just to cheat. But there are ways to tell when I'm not around. He says like very awkwardly, like, we could talk about it more. And he's like looking around, very aware that he has no idea where in the city he is. He's not super familiar with Waterdeep anyway, and is happy to at least be near people he recognizes. And so he like sort of catches himself talking about the figurine and being like, oh, but less about me, more about you. Awkwardly. I
just like the idea of someone going around putting little sapphires in things just because.
I wouldn't put it past Gus. I'm just saying, if I had to pick someone, Gus would walk around with little sapphires and be like, hey, look, guys, he's gone.
Well, on occasion, Gus might slightly adhere to him to add to his shininess.
Oh,
so he
that's
just,
true.
Like, sticks little sapphires on himself.
That's true. I also say, by the way, Daniel, thank you for holding on to the figurine. I apologize that I wasn't there when you obviously set out. I'm assuming it's the next day. Has it been longer than that? Has it been?
No. It's just
It's only been a couple of hours.
It's only been a couple of hours, really. Like, we just couldn't find you before we went on our group delivery service.
Oh, group delivery service. And I look really interested. I'm like, tell me more about it, with like waiting eyes. I can't wait.
I just had some work to do, so we were just getting a couple things since we were down here in the dock ward. Anyway, so yeah, we're in the dock ward. It's a really beautiful part of town, as you can see, and we have a lead to check out a Zentarum warehouse. So that's where we're headed.
Oh, that's the lead to find. You guys have to forgive me. I don't remember his name. Flu.
Floon. Yeah.
Floon.
So we were looking for Floon, and the information so far was that he was seen with Renair Neverember at a local bar. The last he was seen, he left, but there was also a group of what looked to be Zentarum ruffians, maybe we should say, in the vicinity. So they are probably our closest lead. So we're going to check out a local warehouse where they're known to frequent.
Gotcha. Stephen, would I know this Renee?
How long have you been in Waterdeep?
I've like a couple of weeks. I know Volo, like he's my main point of contact. Would I have met this other person?
You probably wouldn't have met him, but the name Neverember is pretty popular. I'll say make a history check.
Sure. Okay. Nope, not doing a history check. I rolled a 1. It was a straight.
Okay.
It was just a 1.
So yeah,
it was just a 1.
you've not heard of it.
That's cool.
Your rolling is so good tonight.
I
Yeah.
was trying to remember. Did you guys tell Lindariel and I about the dead bodies in the alley at any point?
I don't think so.
I don't think you did.
I think
I
you
did.
just told us what the lead was.
Yeah, so we wouldn't know that. Okay,
Right.
just making sure.
Hashtag
So-
talk about the dead bodies.
It was Dave,
Not necessarily.
right? Your name's Dave?
My name?
Yeah, you're Dave.
Sure. Yeah, you can call me Dave, and I'll call you.
So here's the deal. We are heading towards Candle Lane to check out a warehouse.
Okay.
So
Do
you're
we
just in
expect
time.
trouble, or do we expect? people?
It's Zentarum, so you could always expect trouble.
Not all Zentarum.
Oh,
I wouldn't expect anything positive to come of this, but we do have Nightbreeze here with us that bears the mark.
The coin. I don't have the tattoo.
Here's the coin, no tattoo. Yeah.
Oh, that's
do
right.
you also have a flying snake, like an actual flying snake?
No,
Am I misremembering that just completely?
no. That's how I got here. Was a
Yeah.
flying snake came and got me, and gave me a message.
He
So here's
wants
the
one
deal.
though.
I
You
do
really
want-
want to. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, very good. Well,
Dave,
if you have
Dave.
some kind of connection, you want to lead the way. Do you know where this place is? Oh yes, I guess my name is Dave now. Yes, yes, Mr. Ah. How can I help you?
When we get there, just shh. Just don't smile, don't do anything. We're gonna let this guy do all the talking.
No,
right.
I actually think if we need to do a little bit of scaring, asking Dravarax to smile and try and be nice to them might work.
Dravarax
you're gonna
looks
hurt his
really
feelings.
embarrassed and is sort of like bowing his head, and he pulls his little hood over his head, and he's like, "You guys are no fun. I mean, you're real fun, but you're kind of no fun. But all right, I'll be quiet, and I'll do less of the like teethy grin smile." Should
Well,
we
if
be
we
taking
need-
a cart there too?
If we need you to teeth.
if you need me to teeth, okay, you say teeth,
Yeah.
and I'll know you mean smile as good as I can.
Yes.
This is gonna go well.
It's gonna be perfect. So should we be taking a cart like to this place if we're maybe gonna have trouble? Just questioning, you know.
I mean, it's a warehouse. What is more of an inconspicuous arrival than a cart that carries packages?
Should we pretend to have a delivery for the warehouse?
Ooh.
I
Should we go
mean,
back and get more boxes?
It's another hour.
we have a connection to the Zentarum. At this point, we don't necessarily know if they did anything wrong.
Mm.
We just know that they might have some information because they followed out behind him. So
Okay.
I feel like we should take the approach of just getting some information, and if things turn sour, I think we should be prepared for that.
Yeah,
Sounds
I like that idea. We just go openly and say we're there for some information, and let Nightbreeze do all the talking since they're his people.
This is going to be so fun.
If need be, we have Dave smile.
There we go.
Okay, so you've having this conversation, you've made your way up to Zastrow Street, to the Way of the Dragon, to Candle Lane.
We made it! Success!
Yay.
Really fast to remind me, the bodies that we saw in the alley, we identified those as Zentarum because of the tattoos. Is that right?
Yep.
There were
A couple that were
several
visible.
dead, and there were several captured by the city watch.
Okay.
You identified the ones captured as Zentarum, but you never bothered to see anything else.
Okay. Okay.
So as we start moving down Candle Lane, I'll try and keep an eye out for a sign or a building that has a snake with wings on it. Just before we come up on it, I'll try and kind of see where it is on the block.
Yeah, turning down Candle Lane, the buildings on either side are really tall and tightly packed together, so that it's pretty dark. Like, the sunlight does not hit the street at all.
Okay.
Gloom envelops this narrow alley, as dark as a dungeon, and as odorous as one too. And nearly all the street lamps have been smashed. There's only one light that pierces the darkness, which is a faint flickering from down the lane, a distant candle. And
I would like to jump off the cart and kind of, I don't know, stealthily walk behind it.
okay, somewhere about
Peeking over the side.
Yeah.
somewhere about here is where the candlelight is.
Are there any alleys or anything right near it?
Right near it. So I'd say at the moment you guys are just coming in. You're probably about down here, so you can see that light. And there's an alley just to the south of you at this point.
Is there anybody around? Any
there
should it, like,
there
do we
were
sense danger?
a couple people like right on the corner here. There was a tavern. That is a tavern called the Thirsty Throat. And there's a couple people in there. There's a couple people walking around this leg of the street where you're at. But as soon as you look down the dark alley, the dark lane, you don't see anyone there.
Okay.
You also see it does kind of go up at an incline, so it seems like the street kind of like goes up, but the buildings around it kind of like go beneath it a little bit. I don't know. Did I explain that well? So like if the street's going up, but there's like the buildings,
Oh yeah.
like it's like
So there's like subterranean, like
yeah, it's like the street goes up to the like second floor of the buildings.
Got it.
I'll go ahead and create dancing lights, cast the dancing lights cantrip to create some orbs of light and start moving them to illuminate the alley or the lane as well as I can.
Certainly not going in an inconspicuous manner.
Yeah.
Well, we're in a cart. Anyone that was paying attention would have noticed a cart. And I'll kind of try and move them down the block away from me, trying to get an idea if there's anything really on the block to raise my suspicion or make me concerned.
Okay, I'll say, go ahead and make a perception check.
16.
16, and are you moving down at all, or are you trying to ascertain that from the edge?
It's from where I'm standing. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I'm not really moving. I'm just moving the lights ahead of me.
Yeah, you
to
don't
get a
see
better
anything.
view.
It's pretty. It's kind of strange that it's pretty vacant for this time of day in this busy of a city.
Mm-hmm.
You might see some rats scurry when the light moves by.
No. I'm familiar with the area, right? But I haven't been to anything on this street. Is that?
You've probably, some of these warehouses have like they have like a dock in the back entrance.
Okay.
So you've made deliveries here before, but you've never had reason to come down this road.
Okay. So are we like, am I like stopping the car and like we wanting to get out here, or am I just?
Or do you guys want to walk up, or do you just want to ride the cart up?
Well, I would say as we pull up, Nightbreeze should go to the door himself, and the rest of us should stay in the cart. But I would like to position myself in a way that I guess there's nowhere to do it because there's no alley, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's just ride the cart on down the lane. I'll try and keep the lights, the dancing lights, a little bit ahead, so make sure that the horses in Lindariel have adequate sight so they don't like trip or something, since it's relatively dark here. And also try and illuminate the fronts of the buildings that we're passing so we can look for the snake with wings on one of these. And when we get there, we'll see if Breezy can go talk to the folks.
Yep.
All right.
All right, walking in.
Do.
All right. So you're sorry. Did you say you're leaving the cart?
No, we're taking the cart with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never hopped in the cart. I'm just walking next to it.
Yeah, we're just kind of making our way down Candle Lane. I'm trying to illuminate the fronts of the buildings and look for some sort of picture of a snake with wings on one of these buildings. Just trying to identify the warehouse we're looking for.
Yep.
Sure. Going down, it's you get about halfway, right about across the street from where the flickering candle is. You notice that is a street lamp. It was probably lit by a continual flame spell. There's an actual candle, which is why it wasn't stolen. But yeah, across the street from that, you easily see a door knocker that reflects off the light. On a building right here. The door knocker is a winged snake.
We found the snake.
I'm going to go ahead and knock on the door.
Before he does, can I see if there are like windows, anybody peeking out at us from this building?
So I've got a map.
Yay!
Hooray!
I was gonna say too. I would probably do some sort of looking around. Making sure the best place to kind of maneuver the cart.
Yeah, how are the horses doing down this dark lane? I mean, they got the dancing lights. Are they acting spooked?
They're probably not comfortable with this dark, creepy, gross area. So, yeah, they're probably very hesitantly moving forward.
Yeah, I assume they've done a little bit of travel through the city at night. So they're not too they're not scared or anything. They'll do their job.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have a cart or horse tokens, so we'll figure that out. But we've got Night Breeze is coming out towards the door. Draverax is going to look around.
Mm-hmm.
Lindariel's still on the cart. What are Gus and Dandriel doing?
I would still be on the cart as well, just
Okay.
kind of controlling the lights.
Yeah, I'm trying to hide behind the cart as to not be seen.
And I'm gonna say Dandriel is a light source. Which is the equivalent of a hooded lantern. So that's pretty good.
So he's saying you're a hooded lantern. It's a good compliment.
I've been called worse.
As have I.
By one of our own party members, no less.
Yeah, at what point are you going to correct me and tell me your name's not Dave?
So my character really, isn't used to society, so he's not sure if you're just an idiot or if you don't hear him. But either way, he doesn't want to start a fight with you because you're part of his group. So he's like, I'll be fine answering to Dave. I've answered to grunts before. So that's his perspective.
I, on the other hand, I'm going to keep attempting to correct. Be like, oh, well, Draverax could do this.
You're going to pronounce it very clearly, and I'm going to say he must be trying to overcome an impediment of speech so clearly to say my name.
Yeah, you won't get the social cue on it at all. You'll just be like, oh, he's working through a personal problem. Good job, Andrea.
This one really knows my name. This guy doesn't really know my name. Or maybe my name is Dave. Who knows? It's a very confusing time for Draverax. He just came out of Dandriel's pocket, apparently, so it's tough.
So my map over here can't see your player tokens. So I'm going to
Yeah,
take a moment
I can't
to
see them
figure
either.
that out.
I cannot either.
Why?
That's okay. Infinite move. I run the whole distance. And fight all the things.
Aha! I see things.
Okay.
Hooray!
For the moment, I'm making all of these tokens their ownership to everyone because that's my quick fix.
Easy enough.
I like it. Are each of these squares 5 feet?
Yes.
1,000,000 feet.
A million feet. My
The
move is to
largest
stay in
alley.
the same square I'm in.
I shall not.
Is that an alley down?
Yeah,
Next
okay,
to
so because
door?
of the fog
What
of
am I looking
war,
at?
this can be hard to look at, but there is a building here.
Uh-huh.
The warehouse you're looking at is here. It's inset from the other two buildings slightly. There
Okay.
is a small gap between the two buildings. There is a wider gap over here. This is a door. There are 2 windows here and here.
Okay. Dravarax would check to see if he sees faces in those windows or in the windows of the building. And maybe kind of walk to the left to see if you can see down that corridor, just to see if there's people around or stuff around or, just so he knows where they are and what they're getting into.
Sure. So
Using his investigative abilities, if he has any.
Walking up here and looking at the windows appear to be painted over, so you can't really make out anything from the windows.
Okay.
But if you want to peek around the corner,
I do.
You don't have dark vision, right?
I do not.
So it's starting to get kind of dark back there.
And so I can't see anything over there.
Not without another light source.
Okay. Okay. I might look at the walking lantern and be like,
Yeah, I'll move my way over here. I'll stay a little behind him, and then I will move the dancing lights towards in front of him and start kind of trying to move them in that area to illuminate it.
Sure. I'll do a thing that can simulate the dancing light, so I can move a light around.
Oh yeah. You could reasonably just grab an
Steven sets his
arbitrary.
computer on fire.
Yeah, grab an arbitrary token and then set it as a light source.
Yeah.
Probably works.
And while they're doing this, I'm going to kind of mention from the door, I thought we were going to do this very inconspicuously.
We're just looking around. Just looking around. I'm not trying to do nothing. Just looking. Well, for the joy of A, aligning to it being a token, and B, because it's funny, I will take the dancing lights and take all 4 lights and try and kind of shape them to a vaguely humanoid figure and kind of have it do like the WB frog dance down the down what seems to be the alley.
So yeah, you see it. It goes down a little bit and then turns a corner.
Okay.
Okay. But all of that to say, I don't see any other windows or any other people.
No.
I'm okay. I'm reasonably assured that we're not surrounded.
There's no one trying to jump us.
Hey,
That
everybody.
we can
Remember when we all agreed that we were all going to stay at the cart?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How about maybe doing that?
Okay, coming back to the kite.
Dave doesn't remember that. Dravarax might remember that, but Dave has no recollection of that. Yeah, if I don't see anything there, I probably walk on back and just keep an eye on Fabrizi up there.
Are you leaving
who's
the
at doorway.
dancing lights?
I'll kind of pull them back with me.
Okay.
All right, Breezy, do your thing.
I knock on the door.
Woo!
Knock,
Roll
knock,
for
knock.
Roll a strength check. You kick it down.
Are you using the knocker or are you just actually knocking?
I'm just actually knocking.
Okay. The door has been knocked upon.
Awesome.
There's you wait a minute. There's no reply.
Okay, now I use the knocker.
Yeah, same thing.
Now it has been knocked upon twice.
Yes.
3 strikes, you're out.
Okay, cool. Playing my character's intelligence, I try the doorknob. Is it unlocked?
It is locked.
And it's trapped.
And
And
it's
a boulder falls on you.
I see what's going on, and I go up there and I just ask him quietly, what's going on?
I thought you said we were staying in the cart, Gus.
we all
You guys
say
are
that.
staying
And Walter's
in
like,
the cart.
guys, where are you going? It doesn't feel comfortable.
I've knocked a couple times. The door seems to be locked. I think maybe we need to check around the other side.
I wave everybody over.
Yeah.
Everybody come here.
Driver's like, sure, now we walk up.
Yeah. And I was like, well, me and Draverax, Gus, looked in the other alley over there. It looks like it kind of heads off in another direction. We haven't really looked down this other one that's next to us, but it's just really quiet. There's nobody here.
I don't know. I don't really feel comfortable, but I can probably pick the lock.
Do it!
No,
we
let's
should
just
we
see
go
if
in?
there's another door.
Oh,
All right,
that's
I
more
will-
realistic.
Yeah, and I can I'll send the lights down the narrow hallway or alley and
Mhm.
see if we see another door, another entrance, a window. My intent to largely try and stay a little bit behind Nightbreeze if he's moving around and doing any of that.
Yeah, the narrow gap between the buildings,
Yeah.
you can see it kind of goes downhill. It's not actually well maintained. It looks actually kind of dangerous to try to get through.
Okay.
It's kind of just full of rubble, and yeah,
Okay.
it goes down a pretty steep hill.
Yeah. So we didn't see anything on the other side. We don't see anything here. I mean, it looks like it's a warehouse. There's got to be big doors somewhere.
Yeah,
Right.
like maybe around back or something.
Oh, so Lynn, you do deliveries a lot. Have you ever been around these parts? Do you know where we might be able to find the major entrance?
Maybe. So do I remember like an exact area maybe here around the backside, or can I take the cart down through that one side, not the dangerous side, but
That would be, what is that, 10 feet? Fit 2 horses? That might be pretty narrow, especially doing a 90-degree turn in there with a cart.
yeah. But do I know of like a way around to kind of where there might be the more like warehouse kind of entrances?
You know that most of these have like a back entrance with like a loading dock, but
Yeah.
I don't think you're familiar with this exact warehouse.
Okay.
Well, how about we leave a couple people here with the cart, and somebody comes with me, and we walk around and see what we can find.
All right. I mean, I can light things up, so I can go.
I'm okay. I can see in the dark.
All right.
I cannot. I say
Oh.
with a tear.
So I think that you need to stay with the people who can't see that well.
That's reasonable.
Mostly just this guy.
Who else can? Who else?
I think
can
everybody
see
else
in
has
the
dark vision except me, right?
No, I'm a human.
Yeah.
Oh. So the human and the dragon, we have a lot more in common than you think there, Mr. Augustine.
While they're going off, I'm just gonna grab my thieves' tools and go pick the lock on the front door.
Are the windows at ground level, Stephen?
They're like, what do you mean? I think it for normal architecture, it seems like normal window height.
No. I mean, like, would I be able to try opening the window?
You could try.
Is it like, cause maybe while he's picking the lock, I'll just see if it's loose. I don't want to break it. I just want to see if it'll open.
Sure, you can go over. The windows are also locked.
Okay.
Should we be picking the lock
I really
of
don't
the
think it's
Zentarum warehouse?
probably.
Well, if there's
I feel like-
nobody here, and there could
I
be
feel like-
clues inside.
I feel like breaking and entering is not good guy adventurer territory.
It's the Zentarum.
Before I start walking down the larger alleyway on the other side, is there anything else I notice about this door? You mentioned the flying snake, the knocker, the candle across the way. Is there anything else that I see that may give me some insight as to what the real entrance is? Because maybe this might be more front. That's the public facing. Maybe there's another one just from my interactions with the Zentarum.
A secret knock or something.
There's nothing really particular here. This seems to just be a warehouse entrance. Compared to the other buildings around it, this one, from your level, you only see it's only 1 story tall, where all the other buildings around it are much taller. Yeah, there's that one street lamp, and otherwise it just seems to be a creepy street.
How high is the roof?
It's like 1 story.
Okay, so well, probably about 15 feet.
Yeah, somewhere in
About
there.
reasonable.
About right.
Okay.
All right. So, does anybody want to go with me?
I would, but I can't see. So
Awesome.
sorry.
I'm staying with the horses here.
I don't blame you.
I'm
All right.
picking the lock on the front door.
I really don't think you should
I'm-
pick the lock on the front door.
I'm telling
um,
him not to do that.
Intimidate the
I'll
front
tell
door
Vix,
to
I'll tell
open.
Vix, if we bring the cart up to the edge of the building, I can probably fly under the
You can. Oh yeah, you can fly.
up to
You did
10
that
feet.
once.
Yeah.
I'm 7
walk
feet
away.
tall. You can stand on my shoulders and then fly up on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think wanna
We have
say-
lost sight of Nightbreeze.
Gus made his announcement of intention first to pick the
Yeah.
lock.
Uh-oh.
So you're gonna come here with your thieves' tools. Go
That is
ahead and
bad.
make a dexterity check with your.
Is that before I go down the alleyway?
Yeah, you're kind of doing it at the same time, so I think his would resolve.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it just
Nightbreeze is walking
straight
down. He's like, what?
Are you proficient in thieves' tools?
Yes, as a rogue, I
Then
am.
it's your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay. That's a 21.
You have
You
unlocked
have?
the door.
Anyway.
Before I open, I would like to check for traps.
Now?
I'm not that smart.
There's an order you're supposed to do that thing. Oh, law-abiding rogue.
I'm not a very good rogue, all right?
I don't remember offhand what the mechanic is for checking for traps.
I think it's a perception check, right?
Is it?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Investigate. Go ahead and roll investigation.
This is where it gets bad.
Natural 1.
9.
9.
Close
you
enough.
don't notice any traps.
All right, guys.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
The door's unlocked. I don't see any traps.
So when I see him like picking it, I am equally telling him no, 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 and then also like yelling at like Varus, like Varus, come, like trying to get him to like come back.
All right. Seeing this, I will start to walk back.
Okay. So you didn't go down?
No,
Okay.
since the door's unlocked.
And driver goes, hey, it turns out the door was unlocked.
I could... Yeah.
Surprise!
All right.
Nobody
so-
did something they said they weren't going to.
No laws were broken.
Who's going in?
Driver X is totally going to open the door, but he's going to do it sneakily.
I will just gust the door open.
You're gonna bust the door open.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right. So I
Like
backed
if
away
we're
from-
doing this, we are making an entrance.
Yes. We have broke and now
With
it's time to-
pyrotechnics and lights.
I don't
So-
know how to do anything unless it's fabulous. Let's be very clear.
At this point, I probably will have tried to find some place to like tie up the horses and like jump off and like come towards this mess that's about to happen.
You take falling damage coming off of the cart. I'm just kidding. Break a leg.
Sorry, one moment.
This is where the DM's like, crap, this wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, I didn't know which way you would try to enter. I was more prepared for you to go around back.
Crazy.
So is Breezy.
All right.
Crazy.
So you're opening the door.
Yep.
All right.
I think it was Dan. Dan said he's busting through the door.
No, I'll just gust it open if it's.
Okay.
It's not a huge. It's a small blast of air that could move an object that weighs no more than 5 pounds. So if the
Well, this door weighs 5.2 pounds.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's fine.
Did I? Yeah. And it goes that way. I huff and I puff, and the door goes no way.
I'm just gonna move you real quick to expose the area.
Awesome. We're all gonna die.
So you look in, you see a room. It looks fairly vacant. There's like a bookshelf with nothing on it. A couple chairs.
Is that another door, right?
Yeah, there is a door on the south wall and a door on the west wall.
Yeah, and I know that Gus can't see in this level of dark, so I'll move my lights over to in front of him. The door.
Yeah, you want to put the lights inside?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan.
Helpful.
With style.
Always.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna head in, seeing that it's lit up for me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of wave everybody in.
I was like, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go in, and I'll go to this door.
All right, you're going in that door. It's not locked.
I'm
I
going
wanna
to
open
I'm going to be following lightly behind.
I look over at Lindariel and say, Lynn, are we going in too? What do you think?
I'll like lean out the door and be like, "All right, guys, we did the breaking. It's now the entering part." Back inside.
I mean, I guess I don't know if I'll step inside. I'll
Okay.
stand in the doorway.
Okay, then I'll go in front of you and I'm just gonna go put my ear against the other door. I'm not gonna open it. I just want to hear if there's anything in it. Just to
Against the southern door.
yeah, sure.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
You hear a deep growl.
Oh, jeez. Thank you. Perception, huh? Yep. All of that perception.
Very perceptive.
It's a 14. That's not bad.
14. You don't really make out anything.
Okay.
It
Sensing,
appears to be a door.
sensing
Can I-
Lynn's uneasiness with this whole situation, I just pop out and say, "Hey, you don't have to come in. Just keep an eye out and let us know if anybody is coming."
I was just gonna say that my instinct would probably be to looking behind to see if anyone has seen us do this break-in, and if there's like the building across the way, if there's anyone coming out, any of that type of thing. If I can do a perception check,
Here's the deal: there's break-ins on Candle Lane
I'm sure.
all the time.
I'm sure.
And one just happened.
And
Yeah,
so
like, guys, I'm not trying to go to jail.
You'll be fine.
I am too pretty to go to jail.
So Nightbreeze, in the room you opened up, there's a table, there's another set of shelves and chairs, there's empty. It looks like this was like offices. There's a door here and a door here. The one to the north, it has a sign on it that says recruitment.
Does anybody know what we're looking for?
I'm gonna call very loudly. I'm going to proclaim as I'm walking into the room. Hello, is anybody here?
Oh.
Oh, we're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pick locks. We'll just do it.
Delivery for Zentaro.
I'd be like, Davil sent me.
Yeah, there's no response.
Okay, cool. That was my one shot. Let's go to this door. You said the other one's.
Yeah. Go in that one.
Are there any papers or anything on this desk in this space?
That one's just a table. It's just an empty table. There's nothing there.
Okay, just an empty table, nothing there.
And going into that office, yeah, there's a desk and a bookshelf. It's pretty empty.
Okay, so drawers on the desk. If I open them, are there anything?
Yeah,
Of interest?
all those shelves in that room are empty.
I'll go up to the recruitment door.
All right.
And you've been recruited. Yay!
Right. There's another desk and a chair.
This is strangely empty, guys.
I think there's
Like
a
it's
reason.
eerie. There's not even like evidence of people working or sitting in these places.
Right.
Like the desk is empty. Like it's either already been robbed.
And then they locked up on the way out.
Night Breeze, what do you know about this place? Do you know anything?
I know nothing about this place. I've been here for a grand total of like 3 days.
Have you seen any other Zentarum buildings like this?
Not really.
All right. What's on the other side of this door? Draverax?
So I get really excited that my name was said correctly, and I give the worst grin I've ever given. And I like grab the doorknob and say, I can do this. And so I test to see if it's unlocked.
And it is unlocked.
And then so I open it with pizzazz to see what's on the other side.
Okay. Roll initiative.
Hooray! Great. Fighting my own people.
Well, you're with bad people.
Yeah, no offense, but they're not
Pick locks,
not-
we can go to
they're
the
not
other
the best.
entrance.
it's maybe like a shade of gray.
All 50 of them?
Oh.
How many people are in here?
100.
Cool. I'm so glad to be in the doorway.
And most of them will go before me.
It's an ancient green
So
dragon.
I'll say you open the door to darkness, basically,
Oh,
because
helpful.
it's still no lights in there. So what are our initiatives?
I got a
16.
15.
What
I got a
was-
16.
Okay. Is that
22.
Gus
Oh.
and Draverax have the same initiative?
Mine's 9.
Oh, way up there.
Yeah.
Nick, since you're in the doorway, I'm going to let you go before
Great.
me.
I appreciate that. I am as blind as a bat,
Linda
and my
rolls?
light source is
I
behind
was
me.
15.
15.
Oh, 15, yeah.
And he can't move his light source until it's his turn.
Yep. Awesome.
Great.
So
I think
you're
I
in
know how
the
this is
doorway
going
and
to
the
go.
light's behind you.
And my character doesn't know that I'm entering initiative. I just know that I open the door with pizzazz,
Yeah.
right?
Well, you will
So,
know.
yeah.
In
very soon.
context, I know nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, you just door open.
I'm like, guys, it's really dark.
because
Just really dark.
we've got a surprise round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Great. You hear a deep roar, and you see fire coming from an ancient red dragon.
It's what happens when you accidentally go in the back and walk boss room.
Oh.
so that's going to be an attack on Draverax. Is a 13.
That's a
Dragon,
miss.
nice playing with you.
That's a miss.
It's a miss. Okay, so you see an arrow go wide,
Oh,
and another
Draverax
attack.
starts thinking about how great it would have been to stay in the alley with Lynn. Lynn was a genius to wait outside. That was the best choice ever.
The
Alright, go ahead.
second attack is a 15.
It ties, so I take
That's
it. I hit it.
a
I get hit. Mhm.
So that will be 6 damage.
And he's almost dead.
I'm hurting. That's for sure. An arrow hit me for 6 damage with a giant arrow.
Level 1 is the most deadly of levels.
Yeah. I'm assuming everybody has a backup.
My backup's name is Draverax.
Junior.
All right.
He has this strange affliction with a small figurine.
Really fast, D&D Beyond question.
Sure.
So I have a feature. I don't think I've been including this. For dueling, I get a +2 bonus to damage when wielding only a weapon in one hand. That's not already included in my damage, right?
I don't think it is.
No, because the damage is likely just going to be. Well, so what's one of your weapons actually? We can just
My rapier. It's a 1d8 +5.
And what's your strength mod?
Strength is +3, so is Dex because it's finesse.
Yeah, so you would add 2 on top of that.
No, but if it's already +5, that does include it.
No, proficiency plus.
Proficiency doesn't get added to damage.
Yeah, not on
Yeah,
damage.
Proficiency is just your to hit.
Yeah, so it is included.
Okay.
Yeah, that +5 includes it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So that was the surprise round. Nightbreeze's turn.
Sweet. I'm going to call over my shoulder. Lynn, we might need your help. And I'm going to kind of just move
You walk in.
Dave out of my way. And I'm going to go ahead and enter the room.
All right.
Sweet. Awesomeness.
With your night vision, you can see just tables and chairs carelessly tossed across the floor, boxes, crates. These
I'm going
those
to,
shadows there are pillars.
So it's blocking line of sight.
Yeah, like
Okay.
here. These are pillars.
Um,
You
I'm
can
gonna
see
keep my hand on
this
the
edge here. It goes down, so you can looking around. You can see the stairs that go down, and so this is basically like this. This is the floor below, so it's kind of like an open space down to the first floor or the lower
Okay.
floor.
Um,
And this guy should be visible. Boop. You can see this strange bird-like creature.
oh, great.
In our Acrocra.
Or Kinku.
Probably Kiku or Creek, whatever that thing is.
And I'm going to have you also make a perception check
Sweet.
before you take your turn.
Wow, that's an amazing roll on my behalf. Let's see what the numbers actually are. Yeah, 8.
That beats the stealth. So you also see this bird creature hiding behind the table right in front of you.
Sweet. Hand on the hilt of my rapier. Other hand, I want to put up and say, I'm working with Davil. Is this necessary?
Do they speak English? These things?
I
he's
wouldn't know.
I don't know yet.
Oh.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
common.
you don't get a response. They
Fantastic.
seem aggressive. They are brandishing their weapons.
I'm going to hold my action until one comes within range to strike with my rapier.
Okay.
They're firing arrows.
I know.
They may not come close. They might just kill me.
Okay. Then that's your turn. Then it is.
Should have said, my name is Varus Nightbreeze. You killed my friend. Prepare to die.
He's only mostly dead.
He's only most.
Oh, nice. Nice.
This one is going to move forward to, well, it gets to there.
Is it pitch black in that room?
It's very dark. There's no light source, and just even though it's still daytime, like all the windows have been painted black, and just like the alley outside, there's really tall buildings all around, so there isn't really any sunlight gets in here.
So they're just creeping in the dark.
Yeah, or they may
With their bows ready.
They may have put out their light source when they heard you guys knock on the door.
True that.
Or holler, "We're here."
Yeah. All right, Draverax is up.
All right, so yeah, no kidding. I can't see. I can't see them, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is move back into the room we came from around the corner.
Okay.
And ready an action.
Okay.
And my action that I'm readying is if and when a light source goes into the room, I will run in and melee attack whatever creature I can reach. That'll be my plan.
Normally you can ready an action, but not a movement.
Oh.
You have to move on your turn.
Yeah, it'd have to be a ranged attack.
Fair enough. In that case...
Or maybe your breath.
Maybe, but I don't know much about this warehouse. I don't want to burn the whole thing down. We did break in, so we are kind of in the wrong. I think there's some actions I can take here. Then I'll ready an action to help whoever's going to attack. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I can use my turn to help somebody else.
Take the help action.
Yeah.
Who are you helping?
Well, I have to decide that too.
Yeah.
Whoever brings. Who's bringing the light in? Dan, you're bringing the light in.
Yeah, it'd be me.
Because you can see. So I'll help Dan when Dan goes.
Okay.
Or when he sends the light in. Whatever Dan's doing, I'll give him words of encouragement. Yes. You can do it, Dan.
Oh, thanks, Draverax.
You're welcome. That's how we win friends, and die doing it. But that's how we win.
Friendship is the best ship.
All right, then Gus is up.
Can I?
You also see like a dark void beyond the door.
One.
Do you have one?
I would like to pull out my lantern.
Yeah.
In one hand, and charge into the room.
Is it a hooded lantern?
It is a hooded lantern.
All right. You are now a light source.
It's actually a green lantern. In brightest day and
where are
darkest
you
night.
going into the room?
As soon as I see a guy, that's where I'll stop.
Okay.
And I will attempt an attack at him.
You'll see that guy. And yeah, go ahead and make an attack.
Alright. That is a natural 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
As per usual.
And you kill Draverax.
All right. Lindario is up.
Okay. So hearing people getting shot and being called in, I will step in and probably, like, I can, if I get further into the room, I could probably see through the doorway that first guy that's like behind there, right?
Yeah, what is your speed?
Probably 30.
Yeah, 30.
So yeah, you can make your way into the room.
I don't want to be in the main room.
Okay.
I want to be in the doorway to it.
Yeah.
I can still
Okay.
see, but I'm not going to run right in.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Sure, about there.
Okay. And I think I am going to cast True Strike, where I point my hand at probably at the guy that's like straight in front of me behind the thing, right? You said he's like right behind a desk
Behind
or
the
something.
table?
Yes.
Make a perception check.
Can do. Oh, that was bad. 8?
That beats his stealth. So yeah, you see him.
Okay.
Oh, hey, nice.
I have a +5 if that tells you how bad I roll.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay. So, yes. So I will point at him and it gives me insight into his defenses. And so on the next turn, I get advantage on my attack against him.
Sweet.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Is there a way to be like, if I'm right in the door, is there a way to kind of have like partial cover too, where I can still like see him, but also not be super exposed?
You want to be like back here?
Wherever, yeah, if I can have partial cover but still see my target, that would be the best.
Sure.
Cool.
And now that one is going to move and attack Gus. He's looking for a dice. Coming at you with a short sword. That's a natural 20.
Oh.
I'm going down.
It's going to be rough.
So wait, he ran in, swung at this thing with a 1. It responded with a 20?
No, not even that one. A different one came in.
A different
with a
guy.
20.
Gus,
Don't worry, I'll be out of the way very shortly.
Yep.
So Dravrax thinks, man, maybe I should have helped that guy.
That's only 7 damage.
Only
7.
Only 7.
I mean, I rolled a 2. It could have been way worse.
Yeah, he could have killed me outright.
Oh my mercy.
That would have killed me outright.
I was going to say I would be mighty close,
Yeah.
which is hence partial cover.
And now it's Dandriel's turn.
Hey.
All right. I will move up to where I can see into the room.
Yep.
So yeah, right about there. And then as a bonus action, I will take the 4 lights and spread them around the room to try and illuminate as much of it as I can.
Nice.
So the lights have to stay within 20 feet of one another. I have 4 of them. So I would attempt to, let's see, can I mark in this? Let me see.
If you just hold down the space bar, you can point at things.
Oh, gotcha. So let's see. And I can move the lights up to 60 feet. So probably like one right around there, one somewhere around here, one somewhere around here, and somewhere around here.
Okay.
With the intent of illuminating as much of the room as possible for our non-dark vision friends.
Dravrax says, thanks, buddy.
Yay. Then I will then for my action I will firebolt the one that just attacked Gus.
And I'm going to help him with that.
Yep.
I'm not sure what that means, but
You
I like-
distract
Well,
them.
is that a ranged spell attack?
Yes.
You will roll that at advantage.
Yes.
So you're attacking this one?
Which one? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for advantage.
well, wait until you roll again.
Oh no, this is much better. So that's a 21.
That will hit.
That will hit. And that's a D10. Three damage.
Alright.
That's fire damage.
I smell chicken.
I can say, I
Ooh.
bet their feathers are very susceptible to fire, right?
Nice.
Yeah. As much as possible after throwing the fireball to be like, can't we just talk about this?
Okay, then this guy back here is gonna fire his short bow at Nightbreeze.
Fantastic.
So that is a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
I think that's a
Barely.
Crap.
barely, just barely.
That's gonna be 4 damage.
Okay.
Alright, and we're back to the top. It's Nightbreeze's turn.
Awesome.
Do something.
Oh, you want me to do something?
Yeah, hold an action until somebody goes near you.
All right. Check one thing really fast.
Yeah, we'll hold that action right after you rush in needlessly in the front.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run in and just like grab Gus's sword and say, "No, not today," and then I'll hold my action to give it back to him until my next turn. Let's see. I need to look at where's it at. Oh, okay. Cool. All right, I'm going to run in. Well, I'm going to take like 3 steps and get to here. And so the one to the left attacked Gus, or do they both attack Gus?
No, only one. The other one.
Only the one to the right has attacked Gus so far. The one to the left used his movement just to get there.
Okay. I'm going to attack the one that attacked right here.
Okay, the one you're attacking. This one?
Yes.
Okay.
I also rolled a natural 20.
Okay, that will hit.
I want to open a new fast food and call it KFC Kinko Food Fight Club. So that's going to be dun, 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 dun. Not that die. So are we doubling the dice or are we rolling the dice twice?
You can. I think what you're supposed to do is roll the dice twice, but if you want to just double it, that's faster.
Okay. So that would be 15 damage.
Okay, it goes down.
Woo!
Downstairs. It retreated downstairs.
It's on fire and dead.
I'll say, see, that's why you hold your action. All right. That's all I've got. There's only one attack.
That's pretty good at level 1.
This other one next to you is gonna come back at you with its short sword. It's a 12 to hit.
Who's he hitting?
12 to hit Nightbreeze.
Oh, 12 is a miss.
Okay. Then it goes back to Dreverax.
Hey, I am happy. All right, so against what I want to do, I think when I got hit by the arrow and the attack stuff is happening, I gave some encouragement. I'm gonna use a bonus action to flip into a rage.
Okay.
And then as my action, I was trying to figure out if I just want to straight up attack or be. I do. So if I were to grapple with a creature, one of these little bird people, the Kirak or whatever they're called, could I, after grappling with him, can I like push him somewhere? Or like move him, maneuver him, use him as a body shield?
I think shove is actually a separate action.
So the
exactly
grapple itself is an action, but then you could use your movement at half speed once you've successfully grappled.
Okay, I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to. Where are these guys? There's one guy, the one that's dead. There's one sort of between those guys. I am going to move into him and attempt to grapple him, and then basically hold him as like a body shield against the other guy, and walk him towards the other guy.
Which one?
If I can.
Is it this,
So the one,
closer?
the one next to, yeah,
Okay.
that one. I'm gonna try to grapple him.
So you're coming in here. Sure.
Yep.
Make a strength check.
At advantage. Sweet, 18. Or
I was going to say, if you lose to a bird,
it's strength plus strength, not saving.
Probably
throw.
just your strength.
Yeah, so 21.
Yeah, that succeeds.
Okay, so he's grappled. Barely, just barely. So he's grappled.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to again hold him and like walk him back towards his buddy, however far I can go. And yeah, that's my move.
Where did you want to take him? Just
In the
away from
direction of the
Gus?
other one.
Oh.
Away from Gus, but in the direction of the other one. That I don't know who shot me, whoever's got the bow and arrow, but
Okay.
closing
so-
the distance between myself and that one in the far back. Excuse me.
Sure, I think you can get somewhere about there.
Cool.
Are you like pulling it in front of you? Shield.
I'm using it as a shield. I'm holding him towards the other guy, and I'm holding him up.
Okay.
How tall are these things?
They are not super tall. I should actually have it pulled
I
up.
think they're small,
yeah,
They're-
they're small.
like 2.5 feet tall or something.
Oh, I'm 7 feet tall. So if I fail to grapple on that thing, that's unfortunate. I'm literally just holding
He's going to pop their head like a basketball.
tiny grocery sack in the air.
Yeah, as well, and as you're trying to minimize yourself behind it, a shield.
I know. It's a really tiny shield.
Yeah.
It is, but it's a shield nonetheless.
You're like this.
It's about the size of a couch, like a small couch pillow that you're holding in
Fantastic.
front of you.
That's great.
So they're considered medium. I don't think we're gonna have a more specific size than that, but
Medium's good. Medium's slightly bigger than a couch pillow. We'll go with that.
All
they,
right,
they seem
so-
smaller because they're kind of all hunched over.
Ah, it's unfortunate.
Skull.
Bad posture. Yeah.
All right. Since he's grappled, I'm gonna go ahead and work my way over and try to skewer the bird that he's holding, because
Nice.
it seems appropriate.
So you're
Yeah.
gonna try and
He can't
stab
defend
at it
himself.
while
Control
it's,
one.
Yeah.
while it's okay.
Yeah,
That
while
sounds
he's standing there.
advantageous.
Yeah, and then that'll give me sneak attack.
Yeah.
That is a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Ten damage.
That's a lot of
Oh.
damage. All right.
Wow.
Is that with your sneak attack?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 with my actual damage, and a 5 for sneak attack.
All right. He's looking pretty hurt.
And then with I still have the lantern. I never dropped it. Can I hit him with the lantern?
Not after you've already attacked.
Well, I can use two hands.
Is it like a
'cause-
two-handed?
Yeah,
It's like an improvised weapon thing.
yeah.
Sure.
I mean, even if it's like just blunt damage.
He catches the building on fire. He catches Travarax on fire. Do it. Do it.
Sure. Try another attack roll.
That is a 23.
That hits.
So would it just be like the normal unarmed damage?
Yeah, make it like an unarmed strike.
All right, so that would just be 1 plus my strength, which is -1. So I guess 1.
Yeah, we'll call it. You got one more point of
That's
damage.
zero.
on him.
You hit him for nothing.
You gave him health back when you hit him? What happened? You hit him so hard you healed him?
You hit him, and then you hurt his pride.
It was like a panic. I'm so used to hitting with that second arm that I just did it, not realizing I have a lantern in my hand.
You were gonna get it.
It's like
Oh.
what happened was you swung and they just kind of like caressed.
Well, and the lantern swung and like pinched your hand, right? You're like, ah.
You get a little blister on your finger, but he is completely untouched by that.
Oh man, those are the worst too. Like the little...
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
All right. Well, Lindariel is up, and unfortunately,
Okay.
the target you marked is already down.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Way to go, guys.
Sorry.
So that's fine. All right. I guess I will just shoot this other guy. Then I'll go for the far guy. Can
Okay.
I see him through all the?
Yeah,
Clutter?
because there's a light here, so you can if you boop, step into the room.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not super far. You can.
Okay.
It's only
I
30
just
feet
rolled a
away.
natural 20.
There are a few people right in your path. You're gonna have to
Get
avoid.
it?
I rolled a 28.
Oh, naturally, yeah, that's great.
I'm really excited about myself. Okay.
What? Nice.
I was just
alright.
starting to say, like, there's a bunch of people in your line of fire, so don't roll a 1, but...
But I work it out. Okay. So wait. So okay. So how do we do that again?
So
you want me to just roll
your
and double it?
dice like normal,
Okay. So
and then
I
double
got a
it,
4. So double then would be 8.
and then add your bonus to it.
Oh, that was with. Sorry, that was with my. Okay, I rolled a 2. I
Or
rolled a
plus 2, so it's 6.
Okay,
Because you
sorry.
double the dice, but not the modifier.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so the total was 6?
Yes.
Okay, 6 damage. Okay. Okay, then we got this guy's gonna attempt to break grapple.
I roll against that, right?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah. Contested strength.
It's just a strength.
Yep, 16.
Yeah, it's a 6. So it is still
So the
grappled.
6 win.
Got you. Is what I say.
He's been rolling poorly the whole time until he attacked me.
And I'm like, now's the time for teeth.
Big grin.
And it kind of just he looks up at you and just kind of yells, "Xanathar sends its regards,"
Oh.
and that's its turn.
It does speak common.
And Driver X turns and goes, "Who is Xanathar again?" Are we
And
supposed to-
Dandriel's turn.
Um,
Can I have a quick bonus action to say kill them all?
I had a feeling the way that he said that stuff was all messed up in there.
do we want to keep one alive to talk to? All right, so I'll just kind of toss that out there as a thought. The one that is not currently grappled, I will try and move to get a clearer line of sight. If I'm over here, do I have kind of a cleaner line of sight to it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, so I'll kind of move over there and then chuck a fire general direction.
Okay.
General direction.
Direction.
I have no idea what my roll is going to look like, so I'm going to start with general direction. Nat 1, it was definitely the general direction.
Oh.
Okay, so some of these crates are gonna catch on fire.
Awesome.
It's a shipment of fireworks.
It's high-proof booze.
So that made this interesting.
So wait, which crates did he hit?
This one's
The one
right
next
next to it.
Oh,
All
Lord.
right.
That's not good. Is there any water around that I see? Any liquid?
Not that you've seen so far.
Okay. That's great.
You probably have a flask with 6 ounces of water on you.
Nope.
I mean, it's a firebolt. It's not like a fireball, so it's not a ton of
Yes.
fire, but it's
wooden crates.
Yeah, you've started a fire here.
Exactly. With no immediate way to clean it up.
Yeah.
I have a water skin.
So this Kenku is gonna move up, away from the fire.
Smart.
And I think he's just gonna, seeing his friend in peril, is just gonna pull out his short sword and try to attack Draverax.
I hope he rolls a 1. Deals the killing blow.
That is a 19.
Oh.
That hits. What is he hitting me with?
Short sword for
Okay.
6 damage.
So I'm gonna take 3 damage because I'm
Enraged.
I'm enraged. So I won't die,
Yep.
which is good.
Yeah, 'cause that would be piercing damage.
Oh wow, I think I just gave myself health back. Hold on. All right. Yeah, I are hurting. Okay.
All right, and we're back to Nightbreeze.
Passing by the one that is grappled, I'm going to move over and attack this one.
All right.
I had a plan to pick him up and throw him on top of the crates. He moved. That would be a. That would be a 17.
That'll hit.
$13 damage.
It goes down.
That's why I tried to hit him with the lantern. I knew he was really close.
Wait, well, you hit the, not the one that was grappled, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next is this guy's gonna try and break grapple again, and rolled better.
I rolled a 19, and my strength is plus 5.
Pretty much stuck there.
Yeah.
So close.
So that's a Draverax's turn.
I'm just
So
picturing him being like scream and like
Yeah.
there's like feathers kind of like flying everywhere, like him like really like struggling and squirming.
So I know you guys said we should probably keep one of, but this is not part of being enraged, but I think because my character's enraged, he's just going to fight until everything is destroyed, including this thing that's in his hands. So continuing to maintain the grapple, he's basically going to like slam him down on the ground, and I'll use that as an unarmed strike, if that's okay with the DM.
Sure.
So
And
the unarmed strike.
Since you already have it grappled, I won't even make you roll an attack. It just happens.
He gets the damage?
Yeah.
All right. He takes 4 damage.
Okay. Is looking very hurt.
And that's about it. Yeah, that's it. Just slam him to the ground.
All right.
I mean, I'm like, I picked him up and I dropped him, and I'm still
Sure.
holding him at arm's length.
Okay.
This little wiggly bird man.
And Gus.
All right, I'll skewer him again.
Okay.
That is a 24 to attack.
That'll hit.
And 9 damage.
Yeah, it had 1 hit point left.
Chicken kebab.
Okay, and Lindario.
Oh, okay. So is everyone dead?
You don't see any more threats currently, but we're gonna stay in initiative just for a little bit.
Okay. Then I am going to step further into the room
And I would love to just do perception to see if I can see anyone like hiding in the further, like I'd like to go around the corner so I can see like kind of that whole left side that's really
Okay, so you can
dark.
get 30 feet. You're just going along the wall 30 feet?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that there's no one over there.
You can get to about here.
Okay.
And it doesn't show you a whole lot more.
Okay. Can I like roll perception or anything to see if I can
Yeah, you can try and look around.
see? 13.
13, you see more crates. They're kind of scattered about. It's not very well organized. This whole place just seems kind of filthy. There's just dirt everywhere. But not much else you can see from here.
Am I seeing any of the, like, obviously these other people broke in too, right? Like, this is supposed to be a Zentarum place and there's other people in there. So am I seeing any sort of thing like I don't know. I guess I'm trying to think if maybe they're trying to get something or any sort of that. I don't know if that's more investigation check though. So I can wait.
From what you've seen so far, it's just been a couple rounds of combat. You don't really know yet.
Sorry, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. Just since you just got in here, it's only been a couple rounds of combat. You don't really have that information yet.
Okay. That's fine then. I'll just stay there then.
Okay. And for being there, this guy comes out from around the corner
I was looking for you.
and will run past you and try as he's trying to run away, you'll get an opportunity attack. I think I cut out again. As he's trying to run past you, you'll get an opportunity attack.
Oh, okay. So, what do I do for that? Just roll?
Yeah, do you have a melee attack roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 1, so
Okay.
Oh,
no.
Wow.
you let him go. You give him a pat on the shoulder. Say, "Attaboy."
Yeah, it's gonna.
Well, obviously I'm so flustered because I'm literally looking for him and he pops out of nowhere. I think I'm like, yeah,
it's
Got
gonna run
You've
downstairs. and
rolled
dash.
both a natural 20 and a natural in combat scenarios tonight.
yeah.
That's impressive.
this is the breadth of D&D. Full experience.
All right, and Dandriel.
I'll move kind of around the table, and you said there's a drop off there, right?
Yeah.
How far is that drop off?
It's a good ways. Let me see if it tells me exactly. It's probably 15 feet.
Mm-hmm. See, how far away is he from me currently? Well, he's within 120, so that's fine.
He's approximately 60 feet away.
Okay, and do I have good line of sight on him?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I will firebolt at that guy.
Okay.
Nice.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Jeez.
That'll hit.
All right. So that's So I just rolled 2d10 for that one. So 16.
16. How do you want to do this?
Very narrowly shot fireball this time that hits what it should hit and does not engulf a lot of other things in flame.
Yeah, because there are a lot of other things right near him.
Yes. So, like, fireball right in the middle of the throat that just happens to burn his throat. That is my intent with this fire spell.
Right,
The opposite of big and flashy for once.
Yeah, it Yeah, it doesn't even really make a noise. It just falls over.
Yes.
All right, and we're out of initiative.
Hooray!
So that was interesting. Did anyone else catch that? He said something about.
Yeah, who has water? Can we put out the fire for?
I have some water, and this it's not that much.
It'll be fine. This is in term warehouse.
Try and like go in any like water that we have / anything. Like if I need to, I will.
I would just
out like
hey,
try and smother the
take one
fire.
of the dead birds and rub the fire out.
I will attempt to take his advice. Can I pick up one of the birds?
Yeah.
How much
Right.
do they weigh? Like I have a +0 strength mod, so I don't know how much they weigh.
I'll say.
I mean,
make
I've been holding him like this the whole night.
You're also 7 feet tall and a barbarian.
That's true.
make a
I have
strength
that
check, but it's a pretty low DC.
Just to see, because my rolls, you never know. It's a 3.
I'd say you struggle with it, but you're able to pull one of the bodies over.
You're
We
like
all
dragging
stop
him.
to watch. We
Yeah,
watch
so-
what he's doing. It's like
So Night Breeze
that bird
does
up.
exactly that. Like crosses his arms and is like, "Well, chickens." And I'm over there like, "All right." No,
This guy was wearing lead boots. This one is unnaturally heavy. Nobody just.
I would
I'm
say
still holding the corpse of the one that Josh stabbed. I'm holding it in the air, and I watch him struggle. And I just drop mine on the ground.
I wanted to check the other 2 bodies, loot or any identifying items.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I yell across the room at Dan, "What are you doing?" Like,
It's called barbecue.
He's hangry.
smothering fire with bird.
oh my god.
It doesn't sound smart when I say it like that.
Does anybody, Draverax asks, have, like a lot of bandages? Like a lot of bandages?
Got nothing.
Like I am really like, I could use a lot of bandages. So I start rummaging through the boxes looking for
A Band-Aid.
Band-Aids, healing potions, elixir of life, anything I could find that would be useful for a giant, very giant arrow in my body. And we should probably look around the room and see. I mean, we came and killed things that were here.
Yeah, we still
Probably
need to look
continue
for
looking
evidence.
for whatever it is we're here looking for. Flu powder man.
So these were not Zentarum.
They were not. They were Xanathar.
Yeah, they said Zenthar sends the regards.
So
Yeah, they're not carrying anything on them that is worth anything. Like they've
Okay.
got their weapons, and that was about it.
They have a bunch of old comic book cards and receipts from Denny's. Like,
can I do like an investigation check to see like did they break in here as well? Like, and where are the Zentarum people? So you guys haven't told us about meeting the other, like coming across those people in the alley.
Right.
Well, I'll say
Okay. Because my brain is thinking of things, but if I don't know that, then I can't say anything.
let me see if I can just do like this.
So for anyone who's not aware of this, the Xanathar and the Zentarum are in a power struggle. They're fighting each other.
Weren't those guys that we maybe slightly damaged in the bar fight
oh yeah,
also Xanathar?
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
Yes.
so Xanathar and Zentarum are fighting. I got it. We'll find one and marry him to one of the others, Romeo and Juliet style. I see how this has worked before. Shakespeare's got it. That's the solution.
They died in that book.
Yeah, nobody read to the end. Steven, are there any bandages or like healing lotion, potion, McGee things that I can put on my wounded self?
If you didn't bring anything, there isn't much here that you found.
Did they happen to lay eggs when they died, like a hearty meal?
Have I
No.
successful put out the
Yeah,
fire with
you've
the chicken
doused
that
the
I got over
fire
there?
and you
I have a partially cooked chicken.
with wonderful smells of roasted bird.
Burn feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a acquired aroma.
Are you looking through like the crates up here?
Yeah, I will definitely look through like what was burning, being
It's
all
all
that stuff.
kinds of assorted junk. There's like bolts of cloth that are like moth-eaten. There's bottles of olive oil that expired like a year ago.
Ooh.
There's hundreds of pairs of these wooden sandals that were all the rage last summer, but now they're out of fashion.
So essentially, all this stuff here is old. This is not an active warehouse.
Are there any like markings on the crates that would seem at all familiar to me, since I am around these types of things often?
Some of them have like dock marks, like they came from certain ships, different sets of shipments, but nothing that seemed like out of the ordinary or anything that stood out.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, because I said before, can I do like an investigation check to see like if they broke in or if I see any signs of that type of thing? That any sort of signs that they've tried to get something, or like what they were maybe trying to figure out what they were doing in here.
Yeah, and kind of as needed, I'll be renewing the cantrip to keep the area as well lit as I can, and just kind of moving the balls around to try and give good sight to those, even without dark vision.
Yeah, are you guys mostly just still hanging out on the top floor?
Yeah.
I would have walked around as well. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I cleared the fog of war for the whole area. You can see, there's like you can obviously boxes and crates and stuff all over the place. There's this oh, why is that doing that?
What's this thing here?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to point at, but my pointer won't work.
Yeah, because that looks interesting.
It looks like is it a lift to get things in?
That would make sense.
There we go. Yeah, it's like a crane lift thing. It swivels and moves up and down. So that's how.
How high off the ground is it?
I'd say it's about 15 feet to the lower floor.
Cool. Can I start dragging some of the arm by their ankles?
You cut out there a little bit.
Cool.
Sorry, you cut out there for a little bit.
Oh, I want to grab the dead bird people.
Yeah.
And drag them over to the lift and string them up by their ankles, hanging upside down from the lift.
You can do that.
Is there another like door or exit?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can see like there's a big warehouse door down here.
Okay.
And there's another
That's the
smaller door down here.
Okay.
All right, here's what I think is going on. When we were on our way over to the Skewered Dragon, we saw some dead bodies in the street, and we saw some Zentarum getting pulled away. I think the Zentarum had retaliated against the Xanathar, and this was now the Xanathar trying to retaliate against the Zentarum. This is no longer an active warehouse.
Then why did dude send us over here unless he was purposely sending us into a trap?
I would say we got to check everything. Like any doors we should go through. I'm not going to open them first, having been shot and almost dead. But I recommend like checking to the nines, anything we can.
Yeah, I'm trying to have a good view of the door areas down there, but from the high ground, Anakin. Blah blah blah.
So you said that you saw some Zentarum being like arrested, pulled away.
Yep.
Is that maybe the Zentarum that work here, and that's why they are not here because they are arrested?
This looks a little too dilapidated to have been that particular case.
Yeah. So if this is so disused, like I said, why would they have
Why
sent
would
us?
he say that they work down at the warehouse there?
Do we need to go have a conversation with the bartender again?
I don't want to assume the worst, but if he was Xanathar and he was sending us into an ambush, that could be bad. Or
But
it could
didn't
be
he?
coincidence.
But didn't he help us fight the Xanathar in the bar?
No, separate bar.
Bar guy.
Oh,
This is-
So are you
different
going
bar
downstairs?
Like a bar guy down the street.
I want to go down the stairs. I'm gonna check all doors and
Okay.
So,
nooks and
the
crannies and things.
boxes have old stuff in them, but
Mhm.
does the rest of this look like it's completely unused? Like it could just be some old stuff that's just
Yeah.
there. There could be
I-
like something for looks, right? You know what I mean?
I was trying to rifle through some guy's desk, and it's like there's nobody that works here. Like I
well,
went
again,
through.
it could be
yeah.
a lot of a front type thing.
Yeah.
So here's
Sure,
the,
they could be
the
doing something
limitation of my map tool. To go downstairs, I'm going to flip to another map. Which means if some people are on the upper floor and some people are on the lower floor, we're on different maps.
Ah.
So
We all go together.
Yeah, we'll all go downstairs.
Together.
Yeah, we'll go
We'll
down the
sing a
stairs
song as
together.
we go downstairs.
Downstairs.
All right, downstairs.
Ooh, the downstairs.
And then I have to reset all your lights. But
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say it sounds like a good take 5 while we're doing or take 10 while we're doing a map swap.
Sure.
Sure.
Yep. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. Drink
we'll
break.
be back in a little bit. And my mic is not muted, and we're back. Alright, you guys head downstairs. Let's think
Just to say it, Dravrax is going down the stairs last. He's
You're going down
feeling
last?
feeling pretty bad.
Do you wanna establish a marching order?
I don't know if we need to. I'm just saying I'm hurting.
I'm certainly not in the front. I have a tendency to. I don't know. Nightbreeze seems like he knows what he's doing and he holds it. So my goal is to generally stay 5 to 10 feet behind him.
Ah, there you go.
Okay.
Well, I was closest to the stairs, so I probably was one of the first.
Okay. I will do it like this and expose that.
I imagine it's dark down here too.
Yeah, we've got the magical lights though.
That's right. Disco balls of awesome.
And
One of the very, very nice reasons I did half trip was for that free cantrip.
I mean, should we be calling out Floon? Floon, are you in here?
That's a reasonable thing to be doing.
Why can't I see anyone?
We are now invisible.
Visible.
Oh!
Roll for initiative.
Did you give us all ownership again? Or do you have to?
Oh, that's probably it.
Yeah. if the ownership changes on the maps, probably.
Because it's a different token on a
Different map, different token. Makes sense. Hey.
Hey, look at all
Oh.
the X's.
Oh. Oh, is that a bunch of dead bodies?
It's a
I'm
bunch
starting
of
to
dead
feel-
bodies.
I'm starting to feel way less bad about having killed the. I'm starting to feel way less bad.
Yeah, I was worried that we were doing like a home invasion and we were the enemies, but it looks like they were bad dudes.
No, we hadn't established that before we killed them, but
No, guys, it's just a whole bunch of buried treasure. Everybody grab a shovel.
we're burying the treasure. The treasure is that.
Yeah,
So
what are,
like
what
it's a
are all those
felony.
things with the red X's on them?
Oh no.
So yeah, you see the corpses of a dozen men lie along the walls, the rapiers and daggers laying nearby.
The first thing I'll do is, actually, just out of sheer response, is head over there to see if I think any of them are still alive. So I will absolutely break marching order.
Yeah. You can go.
And I'm going to follow him to look for bandages.
Yeah, I'll just start inspecting corpses to see if any of them are alive or okay or anything.
No,
And what can you tell us, Stephen, what can you tell us about the room that we now find ourselves in?
It's a warehouse. It's got it's kind of like upstairs. There were crates and boxes and miscellaneous stuff. For the size of the room, there isn't that much in it. There's a couple barrels. There's not a lot here. And what if you do look through any of the stuff, it's either empty or it's pretty much just junk.
Got it. Are there any doors down here? Any passageways or?
There is the large warehouse door and another smaller door. That's all you see so far.
Because while this is the first floor, still what was that inset area 15 feet down? Because this is that. Well, now I can't point for something. Oh, there we go. Because this is that ledge that we were walking around before. Usually.
Yeah. So these pillars, you see, like this pillar, the upper floor ledge comes to those pillars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I was standing upstairs before staring at the doors, I was actually standing about where I'm standing right now, just on the floor.
Got it.
And so yeah, you find the dead people are quite dead.
Can I do like an investigation check in the room to see if there's anything like aside from the dead bodies that look like they've been piled up here?
Do I see anything identifying? Like, do they have tattoos? Is there anything about them while I'm kind of checking out these bodies? Do I learn anything about them?
So
Inspecting
yeah, you can see that 5 of them have a black tattoo of a winged snake on his neck or forearm. One of them has a black tattoo on the palm of his right hand that looks like a circle with 10 spokes radiating out from its circumference.
Besides, obviously, the flying snake, when I recognized the wagon tattoo.
Did my audio cut out again?
It did.
Okay. So yeah, 5 of them. Where I was reading.
Yeah, you said 5 of them with the winged snake tattoos on either like neck or arm.
Yeah.
There was one
there was
that you said
one-
had a hand tattoo of a wagon wheel kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that was where you had cut out was just a 0.
Okay, that was it.
Okay. Yeah, and that's then Nightbreeze had asked.
Yeah, would I have recognized the spoked wheel tattoo?
Make a history check.
Well, it's an 18 plus 0, so 18.
You haven't been here long, so I think this is going to be a difficult check.
Sure.
But I would say Gus would recognize it, being in the city and part of the City Watch, as a symbol of the Xanathar.
It's Xanathar.
Oh,
We
no.
did it. We solved the puzzle.
Is that one also a bird person?
None of these dead people down here are bird people.
Strange.
They're all
So you said-
humans.
So 5 marked as Zentarum, 1 marked as a Xanathar, and then the other 6 just look like kind of they may be affiliated people, but they don't have affiliation tattoos.
Correct.
Okay.
Do they all look similarly dressed?
Most of them are wearing leather armor.
Okay.
It's not like they're wearing a uniform, but
Yeah, I just wanted to see if maybe one happened to look like fancier than the other, or if it was very obvious that they were all here for the scuffle type of thing.
yeah, nothing that stands out.
And so that part was all hidden from above, right? So we couldn't
Yeah.
have seen it.
We didn't
Are there
see-
any other areas that were hidden before?
There's
I think
a room back
The
here.
big door.
That
That-
okay.
There's some
That
space
room,
behind
yeah.
the stairs.
Okay.
Oh, let's go
I will-
there.
Yeah, I will probably go and inspect around that area to see
In which area?
around in the like extra little room
This room back
to
here.
this. Yes.
Go.
Did you say that there was something at the stairs?
Yeah, there's just space behind the stairs. I was saying that was something you couldn't see from up above.
Dravarax goes over to the space behind the stairs. There's got to be something here, right?
Yeah.
Lindari, I'll have you make a perception check.
Perception.
No whammies.
16.
Yay.
16. You see what you think could be a secret door right here on the back
Oh.
wall.
Good
I
search.
knew it. I was like, there has to be something.
Yeah, totally.
So
Good search.
I will say, I think I see something over here, and like kind of look pointedly at Gus, since he can break into places he may know how to break into. Secret door.
And
All right.
Dravarax, I will also have you make a perception check.
Oh, okay. Sure. That is a 16.
16, you see
Well,
another
I rolled a
space.
Oh, I see it. Oh, cool.
Yeah, you see another space but under the stairs, basically.
Oh.
I knew you said that for a reason. So there's something under the stairs. Okay. Then I rush in to it. I find the laundry chute.
You look in, there's like a box in front of it, but then there's just like an open space, and you see a person inside.
Suspense.
You broke up on me.
There's a box in front of it, but there's an open space, and there's a person inside.
Is it a living person?
Is it alive? Yeah, alive. Is it a
Does
human
not
person?
appear to be conscious at the moment, but you
Okay.
don't know.
So I say, guys, there's somebody here. I don't think he's dead. So I'll slide the box out of the way. I'm pretty big. I probably can't fit back in there.
I'll run over there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll rush over and see if I can help.
Yeah, you can
As
start
well.
to hear some ragged breathing.
So this person's alive. Okay, cool.
Does anybody have anything to help this person?
I don't think so.
No, I don't have any.
I've
medical-
got water. I've got water.
nothing.
I don't have any medical stuff either. I've got food, I've got rations, and I've got water.
Yeah.
So
Does this person seem like they're injured or like they're in imminent risk of their condition worsening?
I mean, are you gonna try and like pull them out from?
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
We're gonna pull him out.
we're gonna support the neck.
Support the neck,
Yeah.
stabilize the spine
Stabilize-
before
exactly.
we move them.
I stabbed
The
him.
airway stays open.
My
Oh.
medicine's a -1. I am pulling him. Just pulling him.
Oh.
So you pull him out of there, and immediately he looks up at you and says, "Water."
Oh, I'll give him my water.
Yeah, and
That
he
I
will-
have. I'll fill out my little water bottle.
It's the one thing we can do.
And he
That's true.
eagerly takes the water, and he just sits there for a good minute.
Does he have any tattoos on him?
I was just gonna ask that.
He does
We could just
not.
ask him who he is. Dravrak says, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
My name is Renera Neverember.
Hey!
That guy!
Hey!
It's
So-
the guy. Well, it's not the guy we're looking for, but it's the other guy,
It's
right?
not the guy you're looking for.
Your princess is in another castle, kind of thing.
No, but he was with the guy we were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, thank
How did you
I've
get
been
here?
For 3 days. I've been hiding from those birds.
Oh, you don't have to worry about those birds. We well, they took care of him.
It's like my saviors, and he's like real happy to see like actual people. 'Cause
Do you need
he's-
some food too? If you've been here for 3 days.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'll absolutely give him a day's worth of rations.
Yeah, he will happily start eating.
What can you? Sorry to be pressing, but what can you tell us? Because we're looking for your friend who was last seen with you. So it's surprising to find you. It's great to find you. Do you like? How did you get here? And where is Flue Powder?
So it seems to be just a terrible case of mistaken identity. The Zentarum, they think that my father Degalt Neverember, he was the Open Lord of Waterdeep. They think that he embezzled a large amount of gold while he was the Open Lord, and that he hid all those dragons somewhere in the city. And they think that there's a map, get this, a treasure map to this embezzled money, and they think I know where it is because it's my father. I don't get along with my father. He's not even someone I think about. So they captured me trying to get this information, but I think they took Floon thinking he was me.
Do you know where they might have taken him?
Well, the Zents brought us here, and then they got attacked, and Floon got taken away. I think it was the Xanathar gold.
Huh. Not surprising. Oh, by the way, Renaer, I don't believe we've formally met. I'm Augustine Talmost.
Oh, nice to meet you.
And it's surprising he can pronounce your name correctly. I'm just going to throw that out there. Just really surprising.
I'm glad to see you're okay. Thank you for the information. Where do you suggest? Have you heard anything about whereabouts, where they could be?
I mean, I'm not really sure. Those birds, they were talking about the sewers. They were talking about looting the place, but I don't think they seemed to be in a hurry, so they weren't going to loot the place.
I think I found a secret door.
Yeah. You think that's like the entrance to the sewers?
That's maybe where they went.
That's
Sounds
right.
plausible.
So you wanna check out the secret room?
What do we do with this guy?
We got to get him back someplace that can help him.
Can we just load him on your cart
Yeah.
with a water skin?
Yeah.
Well, I
It's-
wouldn't want to leave him alone.
Yeah.
Well,
Especially not in this part of town. Just like
Well, do we
I
want
mean,
him
we
to?
could go and come back. It's not like
Yes. Do we want him to continue hiding there? He's been hiding there for 3 days and nobody saw him. So maybe hide there while we finish clearing the place out.
And I may have missed this, but I pull out one of my rations and I hand it to him.
Okay.
it stinks.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We need to do something with him.
So what I recommend is, can we check out that room? Because if it is the entrance to the sewers, we can come back. If it's not, and it's like a dead end, we know we don't have to come back.
yeah.
And then I recommend taking him. I like the idea of taking him in the cart back to somebody that can help him, back out of this area. I myself am about to die, so getting out of here is probably a good idea.
Before you get much further, you hear lots of commotion from upstairs.
Awesome.
Oh.
All right, so let's.
All right, Renair, hide.
Renair, can you walk?
He can
You
probably.
know, with all these dead bodies, do we want to be here?
No.
I think we should go
get out.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go out the other door. That's.
Are we going to the secret?
Renair
secret
stands to his feet, but you can. Where are you guys at this moment? Are you?
Dravrax is going to hold on to him,
I'm
being a
assuming
big
you
dude.
are all like with Renair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna prop him up, and we're gonna try to get him out of here.
Okay.
Are we going to get him out that way, or are we going to go through the secret places upstairs? We need to do something like now, and I don't think going up is the way to go.
Secret door.
Secret door?
Maybe they won't notice it.
Yeah,
Let's
secret
just
door.
risk it.
Another fight.
Let's just risk the secret door. Maybe we can hide if we need to in there.
Yeah.
Figure out what this noise is.
So Dravrax is gonna prop up Rainier and then grab his shield too, and just
Fireman's carry. Fireman's carry.
Yeah.
not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like my cart and horses are out front. Like they know.
Oh, they know we're here.
Yeah, but doesn't mean that they need to find us. It's two
That
very
cart
different
could
problems.
be somebody else's cart.
That cart
They may
could
not
be
be in
for
there.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you lead us to the secret door you found? As I say this as quietly as possible to not draw attention.
Yeah. Should we stealth our way out of?
Clang, 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 clang.
Yeah. I am hoping to sneak towards the door behind Lindariel. If she's willing to guide us there.
Yeah, please.
Okay. I don't feel comfortable with this route, but I will follow since everyone else wants to. And go there to the door that I found.
Yeah. Peer pressure, Lindariel. This is peer pressure.
This is what it feels
gets
like.
down to about the bottom of the stairs
Oh no.
when you see a whole battalion of the City Watch come down the stairs.
Oh, the City Watch.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There's
They're
Wait,
finding us in a room of dead people.
There's a
No.
captain
Perfect.
and about a dozen veterans.
So I quickly put my
I
shield
will,
down.
and I
put
will
my weapon
immediately
down.
say, "Oh, guard! Thank God you're here. We've helped rescue Renair Never Ember from certain
I like
death."
that. I like that.
And so you see they some of them have come down the stairs. A bunch of them have just kept post around the top. And Gus, you recognize Captain Eustace Staggett?
Staggett?
Staggett, Captain Staggett.
Eustace.
He
Okay.
is
Beautiful.
Eustace and Augustus.
he's the captain of the watch who is in charge of all of the dock ward. You've worked with him several times when you've were on guard in the dock ward. And he will he's kind of taking in the scene he sees here, and then he'll
Hey, Eustace, you old so-and-so.
and then he'll be like, Lord Neverember, Lord Talmost, what's going on here?
Long story short, we heard a commotion and came in here to help. There were 3 Kenku that attacked us. You'll find them upstairs. We came downstairs to find these dead bodies here, and as we were exploring, we found Mr. Neverember here, and we were just about to get him out of here.
He kind of just looks sad for a moment, and he's like, I have to apologize. We had this warehouse under surveillance just 10 days ago, but we had to pull the detail just to have more patrols throughout the dock ward. I really regret that we had to do that.
Well, resources are tight right now.
It's an election year. Budget's going crazy.
And so
As a captain, you got to make difficult choices.
and he looks up and he sees all the dead people in the corner.
Dead things, Mikey. Dead things.
Yeah, it looks like there's 12 bodies over there. 5 of them are Zentarum. 1 is Xanathar, but we're not sure about the other 6. We have not done, obviously, a in-depth investigation. It's just what we could tell from a quick check.
And so he like looks at you directly, Gus, and he's like, well, it's best not to meddle in criminal matters. Leaves the dirty business to the City Watch. And we've got people of your clout and stature here. I don't know exactly what happened, but I'm willing to look the other way if there was any foul play. But note that not all City Watch officers are as nice as me. And whatever you do, just keep the blood off the streets, okay?
I can appreciate that. While I have you here, we are looking for a gentleman named Flu. We were essentially tasked with finding him as he's been missing for a few days. He was last seen with Mr. Neverember, and it seems that he was taken by the Xanathar. Are you aware of any activity from the Xanathar that's more than usual? Anything that would indicate where they're coming into the city?
I mean, it's known that they have several bases of operation in the sewers, but we're not going to send a force into the sewers to.
You don't have to. We'll do that ourselves. Do you have a recommended point of entry?
I mean, you shouldn't be going into the sewers.
That wasn't my question. My question is, do you have a recommended point of entry?
It is gross down there. And...
Yeah, I'm not going to give you a recommendation for
This is just like.
I'm not going to give you a recommendation for an unlawful action.
All right. Well, good luck. We'll see ourselves out.
And he kind of looks among the rest of the group, and he sees Dandriel, and he will walk over and hand him a sheet of paper.
He hands me a sheet of paper?
Yeah. And then
does he like try and slyly hand it to me, or is he very?
No, it's very obvious. He just like picks it up and goes right to you and hands it to you.
Okay. Is there anything I notice about it at a cursory glance? I'm not going to continue to loiter.
Code legal of the city of Waterdeep.
Gotcha.
He's making assumptions.
And he tells his men like to pack up. They're just gonna leave a couple guards out front and wait for the guilds to come clean up the mess.
Oh, so they're leaving.
So they're leaving, but they're gonna leave a couple men basically at the front door.
Okay.
All right. We'll head out very shortly.
Gotta collect
we're
our
just gonna make
things.
sure Mr. Neverember's okay to
totally.
travel.
Totally.
Yeah, and just collect our stuff.
He's a little weak still.
Yeah, we're all kind of hurting, and I dropped a contact over that way.
Yeah. So you get kind of get the impression that this interaction went very well for having 2 nobles in your party.
Thank you, nobles. Oh, I should have asked for bandages.
Thank you, Lord Neverember.
And Gus, thanks for running point on the discussion with the City Watch. That could have been really dirty, and we would have been certainly murdered.
Should I call you
they have a
Lord
really
Gus?
tough job. You know, after being a captain of the guard myself.
All right, I'm bored.
So, what about that secret passage?
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know who's the most handy with dealing with things like this to know if they can figure out how to open it and make sure there's not traps or anything. But
Let me take a look.
okay. So
All
I will direct him to where I
Yeah.
think I saw something.
So you're heading back.
Does it smell
Okay.
sewagey?
Lead the way, Lord Gus.
Does it smell purple or sewagey or something nasty? Like, do we
It smells brown.
Yeah. Does it smell brown?
So is it a normal type of lock?
It's just it's not even locked.
Okay.
It's just
Oh.
it's a door that is meant to look like part of the wall.
So there's like probably like a seam or something that you can like
Yeah.
press in.
Okay.
Driver X takes a step backwards.
I would like to check for traps.
Okay. Make a perception check.
It's a 6.
You do not notice any traps.
Okay. It
As
looks
mu-
safe.
Dan, can you bring a light over? So
Yes, as much as possible, move over there and try and move my light into that space for him. Thank
And
you.
I'm
Liz.
just gonna brute force try to open this thing.
Yep, it opens up, and you can get in there.
We see a passage to.
closet?
Yeah.
I still hit my lantern out.
Yeah.
What a cool closet.
It's a small room. You find several paintings. They're different scenes of seems like different cities, and there's a chest.
It's like an art theft. Oh, chest.
Do I recognize the artist's name?
I don't think so. Because I don't know if
We
I
have a
know
lot
the
of art
artist's
in
name.
our estate.
It's artist Artyton,
Mhm.
obviously. Classic Waterdeep artist. So what's
Oh,
in
they-
the chest?
It's a bunch of Pablo Picassos.
Yeah, there are 4 wood-framed paintings wrapped in leather. The paintings depict the cities of Luskan, Neverwinter, Silvery Moon, and Baldur's Gate.
Cool.
The ones on the wall or what's on the in the chest?
The chest
You
has
haven't,
the four-
did you
oh.
open the chest?
No, I
Chest
just
is
asking
not
what's
been
in it.
opened.
Gus, open that chest.
Does the chest open?
Yeah.
All right, what's in the chest?
It's a mimic.
Look, this seems
Poisonous
to have
gas.
been stolen from a caravan on the high road. There are about 15 10-pound silver trade bars.
Oh,
And normally trade bars would have like a my mind is missing the word, like a
stamp.
A
yeah, a
six
stamp
insignia?
or an insignia of their authenticity. These
stamp.
have all been corroded away.
Ooh.
Free money.
We should we should report these to the guards out front.
Hey, guard, is that a good idea, or should we just take it because I could use it to buy, a health potion?
They're not
So,
marked.
in my dealings with the Zentaur, I have recognized this as a way that they would maybe try to black market these kind of trade bars.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Can I inspect the paintings?
Sure.
You said they're wrapped?
Yeah.
And
yes.
leather, yeah.
Okay, so like you have to unwrap them in
Yeah,
order
they have
to
like
see.
I'd say there's more like a covering over it.
Okay, like
just
like
a-
a canvas, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just it's
Ah.
they're protected here.
Okay. Oh, okay. And are they leaning up against the wall or are they
Yeah.
hanging?
Yeah, there's leaning against the wall.
Okay. You want me to do like investigation or like
Sure.
or okay. 16.
They
16.
are oily.
There's not a ton you can get from them. They are fairly well depicted, the different cities. You think they would be worth a fair amount on the market?
So this is like their hidden treasure room, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
Or possibly their forgotten treasure room.
True.
All right, so here's the deal. These bars will not, because they've been demarked, they're never going to be returned to the rightful owners. That's not how it ever works. This will go back into the treasury of the city.
So
Is
it
there
should go
any-
into the treasury of our pockets.
Are there any notes on the law list that I was given about what to do with found property?
Well, I can actually send you that document. Let me give
Oh,
you
that's
that.
awesome. That's awesome.
That's so funny.
Have I said before how much I love the massive amount of that you've done for these things? Because that's awesome.
Well, I am not lawful good, so I am completely fine keeping the bars for ourselves. And like I said, I could use it for medicinal. That sounds terrible. For medicine, not medicinal potions. Medicine. For healing potions.
Okay.
If you guys all think we should keep this, then we can keep it. But
Well, see, I'm lawful good, but I know how the process works, so I know who's actually going to get the money, and it's not going to be the people who lost it.
Are we having this argument in front of Neverember, or is he far enough away in the other room where he doesn't hear us squabbling over these found bars?
Yeah. We got treasures, guys. Yeah, good point.
No, he probably has heard this, but he's too tired and weary
Out of it
care
to pay
right now.
attention or care. Okay.
So I think Draverax is actually going to take Neverember up the stairs to the cart, just to start that process. Saying if you take it, great. If not, you should. And I think.
Well, also, now that I think about it,
Oh no.
if we return this, we'll probably get some notoriety. Solving a couple cases. Fame.
Can I? You already did a search about the painting. Can I do a history check to see if I know when these? Maybe I'd heard about it before.
To know when they were painted?
No, when they were stolen.
When they were
Because if they're stolen paintings, yeah.
Sure.
If they're well enough known. Okay. Let's see here. That is a 17.
You don't know. It does seem like, look at this.
Are they fairly dusty?
could
It
we do?
seems like they would have been stolen right from the docks of a shipment. But
okay.
that's about it.
All right, I have an idea. We do both. We'll turn in the
Paintings and keep the silver.
and keep the silver. And I'm the one they're probably going to search on the way out, given hold up piece of paper.
Now, we do have the convenience of a cart
Right.
Mhm.
with a whole bunch of packages on it that we could.
No, those were all delivered.
Those were all
It
delivered.
doesn't have any packages right now.
There are
Guys, there are boxes in this room. We could just
There-
put stuff in boxes and take it out.
there
with
are
us.
0 undelivered packages.
But isn't that weird to leave the place with some packages?
We could just close the door up and come back later when the guard.
Well,
If we're taking the bars, I would say we need to hide them in our bags or whatever. And if you're saying we want to do the paintings, we're walking out with the paintings.
We could just hand it to the guards. Wow. Yeah, we could just
it's
hand it to
150 pounds of silver bars,
I don't know.
which divided amongst ourselves would not be that bad. We could put those in our bags.
Okay.
So
Well, I know what I want to do is I want to go out the door that's out back here.
well, we
I
still
don't want to
have 2
go
doors.
back out the front because I
Yeah,
want
was
to
gonna
see.
say, we still have 2 doors we
if
haven't
they-
opened, right?
If
Yeah.
they left through, I'm assuming if they left in a hurry, they left out this back door somehow.
Hmm.
Not like there's, I don't know if there would be any sort of clues or signs of, them dragging somebody or something out back, but I feel like we should check. And then I can bring the cart around back if that's what we want.
That's fine. We can check out the other doors.
Okay. So I want to go out not the big warehouse door, but the door that's right below it.
Sure. It is locked, but you can unlock it from the inside.
Okay. And okay, so it's locked from the inside.
Yeah.
So weird.
So they didn't leave that way.
It's so weird that they left in a hurry, and then these birds were just hanging out here for 3 days. Like, what are they doing? What is going on? Okay. And the warehouse doors, were they locked?
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't take much
the
to
birds
get
could
in
have
and
locked
lock the door
behind,
behind you, right?
Yeah, there were
Yeah.
4 left still inside. His name is what he might have heard over 3 days.
Yeah. So, okay, so outside, is there any sort of signs of kind of like scuffling in the dirt or anything like that that
Okay.
maybe
You're going
seems...
outside.
Yes, please.
Roll initiative.
No, there's a yard here with some very like unhealthy grass because it doesn't get much light, and there are 2 city watch veterans standing guard.
Oh, okay, so they've just already been posted right there. Okie doke.
And there's around the outside of this, there's a fence with there's a gate over here.
But wait, you said there's grass?
Yes.
Unhealthy.
I instantly feel better.
Yeah.
And I kind of take like a nice like deep breath and like I'm just looking down at the grass. And I walk like very slowly through it, like I'm enjoying that I'm walking through it. And I just kind of say like a hello as I pass.
Yeah.
And so there's grass, but like I'm assuming there's probably like marks where people have been bringing carts in through, right? Or is it
Yeah,
like...
you can see like in between the gate and the warehouse door, there's like tracks and.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's nothing that I see that might be indicative of... I mean, those guys have been walking around there, so now they've ruined it. Okay. Never mind. All right. Am I bringing the cart this way? Or...
We can just go back out the way we came in.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to walk right back around to the cart and sit there then.
All right,
And-
so we're dividing up the silver amongst ourselves, and then carrying the paintings out.
Can you 3 carry those, and I will take the bars, and I'll take the paintings to the guard, to the 2 guards they were leaving here?
Well, we could ask them if they would prefer we leave it with them, or if they would like us to return it ourselves to the
yeah,
local
good question.
magistrate.
But my intent is to bring the paintings to them and have that station while you guys are getting to the cart. With
Walking the
silver.
bars out. Got it.
That's fair.
If the 3 of you can carry that much.
And we should definitely take, I don't know, a crate for the noble to sit on since he's so weak and to help hide things.
And to help hide things. Yes.
I should
Yes to all of
absolutely
that. Yes to the distraction to the guards. Yes to getting a crate for a noble to sit on. And then we can help the noble out to the cart. I like it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yep.
And go.
And go.
Okay.
So,
Roll initiative.
Did you all trip and fall?
Oh.
yeah.
The
So
bars fall out.
So my intent is to gather up the painting and move them towards the door and wait till they're all prepped up to take the bars up the stairs and then start my distraction station.
Yeah. None of this is difficult to do. You can split up the silver and take the paintings, and away you go. You're going back out the front door.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You go ahead and do that.
Hooray!
I will ask Neverember. First of all, I will introduce him to my horses, and then I will ask him if he has a preference for sitting up at the front with me, or I can I probably have some like straw or whatever in the back. I can kind of make a little area where he can lay down comfortably. I don't know what his preference is.
Since he's been laying down for 3 days, he would like the chance to sit up.
I ask him all of this out of what I think is like the polite niceties I need to give, but uncomfortable that he has chosen that choice. I tried to make the back part sound really nice. I don't really want to sit next to him.
So when I bring the paintings to the guards, to any specific response, or they just kind of like grunt at me and take them? Or would they like me to take them and turn them in at a later time? We can leave with them.
They will. These particular guards, they don't really. Okay, it's back. These particular guards, they don't really know what to do with any paintings, so they would say either that they would ask you just to leave them there.
Yeah, if they're concerned about what to do with them, we as a group can certainly take them with the two lordships as well, and just make sure that they are taken to an appropriate place. I can attempt to convince them of that.
Like they probably you get the sense talking to them now that they wouldn't have even bothered you with them if you hadn't brought it up. So they're kind of more annoyed that they have to talk to you right now.
So we keep the painting.
I will go back inside with the paintings and to drop them off and go right up the stairs into the cart with the paintings.
Well, we tried. Can't say we didn't try.
Yep.
Yep, they're mostly concerned about like people dying.
The dead bodies.
They're not
not paintings.
Interested in paintings here.
Did we happen to check the bodies for anything else besides tattoos and stuff like that?
I thought we did.
I can double check.
I checked them for potions. Like, so I checked their pockets, but I was only looking for something to help me.
Did we check them for traps?
Yeah.
And while I was inspecting them, I was looking for anything of interest, as well as trying to figure out if they were good.
Yeah, anything of value had already been picked off the bodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, where to now? I mean, Dan, do we need to go to your place to see about that? Do we need to? I don't know where.
Well, let's get Renair wherever he needs to go first.
Yeah, and I kind of need to lay down too.
And then we should probably drop off anything that we have to drop off, like a crate with things in it, and something else that we may have that we may need to drop somewhere.
Yep, and then
we
have to visit
the package that I need to take is like the other side of town.
Wait, I wasn't here for the whole conversation, but I'm sure they're going to ask, what other package?
What other package?
There wasn't supposed to be another package.
Oh, I forgot.
There's another package.
I will pull the package out and hold it up. Shamefully.
I'll say that, like, I genuinely forgot that I was supposed to be like hiding that I had to do this thing that we talked about, like that, because like so much has been going on that I think I forgot of this whole like whatever.
Your cover is blown.
My cover is completely blown, and I just
forgot to look at it.
I just had a package that was in the dock ward, and I thought we can just pop it down there. Close, but it's not super close, so it's fine. It's okay.
I knew you guys told me to make sure that you didn't get any more work, and I tried, man. She's really dedicated to her job.
If you tried, how come you're holding on to the package?
After I failed, I decided to try and look at the package, and then didn't want you guys to know I failed, so you would still like me.
Well, Dan, I still like you. I don't know anything about this package thing. It sounds like it's a lot of fun.
What would another hour be?
And actually, to that point, Dravrak says, "Hey, if it's going to take an hour, take a short rest, because I need to get a little nappy nap with some hit point die to recover some health."
Yeah.
I say that I need to recover health with hit point die. That doesn't make any sense. I need a nap.
Will say that he would like
feeling
to
about 4 out of 11.
Renair will say he would like to stop somewhere for a warm meal.
Well, there's a tavern right at the end of Candle Lane, right?
We'll stay at whatever tavern is nearby, and we'll we'll take our belongings in with us, and make sure everybody has a room and a hot meal and a stay.
Can we go?
But it's like 9 a.m.
And this isn't the nice part of town?
We're okay.
And I'm dying.
We're close to the trade war. That might be a little bit nicer if we maybe just go a little bit down the street.
Well, and if we're willing to travel a little bit, we could go over to Felsen's Folly, which is a place I'm get a place to rest, get food. It's in a nicer part of town. I know I'm safe there.
Bed I've already paid for 10 days.
Dravrax hops in the back of the cart and
We're not
says, "You guys,
staying-
wherever you go, I'm just along for the ride. I just need to sleep." And
So
I
We're
So-
not staying
have a
tonight.
big grin, and I fall asleep.
Like have lunch. It's like lunchtime. It's a
Right.
late.
Right now it's probably like 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Dinner time.
So it's evening.
It's an early dinner. A dinner.
Linner, there you go.
So yeah, Renair will say, "There's a place you could drop me off at, or if you wanted to come too, that's fine." And he'll give you directions. It's
Oh,
not too
okay.
far. Once he like gets his bearings and sees like, oh, you're on the way of the dragon, and he knows where he's
Okay.
at.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
So
I will take Rich Man's advice on where to have food.
So he's like, I know this great place in Southern Ward. So he'll just take you across the street down Bryan Street
Okay.
and across over to the high road to a place up. It's this little spot right there. It's a business called Frisky Business, and you can see it's got a window. It's not a big place, but it's got a big like storefront window, and you can see inside. It appears to be a hibachi restaurant run by two tabaxi.
Oh.
And so yeah, he
That sounds lovely.
That sounds wonderful.
Welcome to Kathmandu.
so he's gonna go hang out there. If you can,
I absolutely join him for an hour
you wanna
or
take
so
your-
worth of.
your short rest here and have some hibachi and sushi.
Mhm.
I'll
And
stand
I think while the hibachi's happening, I
Sure,
elbow
the
Dan
cart.
and say, "Hey Dan, can I see you for a second?"
Yeah.
So I step away and say, "Dan, I feel kind of queasy, and I think it's gonna happen again." So I hand him my tiger thing and say, "Can you just hold on to it again? I'm sorry."
Yeah. No problem. No need to apologize. And I'll slide it in my pocket. I'm like, and last time you showed up way away from the pocket, so I'm
That's
a lot
true.
more,
That's
I'm
true.
way more comfortable this time.
And I'm sure I wasn't in your pocket. I'm sure. I
You don't
wasn't in your
seem
pocket.
sure.
I smile. Oh, terribly.
Dan,
They're
check
clean
your pocket for
pockets,
imps.
Clean pocket.
Really, really tiny imps. Yeah.
You're in a pocket dimension.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Okay.
That joke's not going to get old.
Is there anything we need to ask Neverember while we're sitting here? We have him at. If he remembers anything else, like anything they might have said, anything they might have given direction-wise.
Yeah, I think if we could ask him essentially that list of stuff while we're having dinner, and I would try and like slide it into conversation without like feeling like I'm grilling him, of like, oh, well, like, I mean, these had to be a rough 3 days. Like, were people coming and going to that period, or was it just those bird things? That just those kinds of questions.
Yeah, he can retell the whole tale about he spent a night drinking and gambling with Floon, and they left the. Let me actually see if I have this written out in a way I can just read it. Yeah, Floon got super drunk, so Renair offered to walk him home, and it's about 5 thugs jumped them and took them to the warehouse. And
Were the ones that jumped him Zentarim?
yes,
Okay.
and they wanted to know the whereabouts of this treasure map and where his father's cache of dragons was. But the interrogation didn't last for very long when members of the Xanathar Guild ambushed them and killed the Zentarum. And they took Floon and knocked him unconscious and dragged him away. And in that kerfuffle, Renair hid in that space under the stairs, and then the Xanathar left the Kenku guards just to make sure no one was gonna like come back, and the Kenku were just hanging out there, and they were like looking through all the boxes and trying to clean up the bodies and.
Okay. The first time that he described the dragon stuff, he had mentioned that, part of what happened to Floon he felt was a mistaken identity. Like the Xanathar took him because they thought he was Renair, was his assumption. But he also didn't sound necessarily convinced that his father actually embezzled the stuff. So I would. Does he feel like his father would be the kind of person who would have done something like that?
So he would say, like, my father is an imbecile, and he absolutely could have. Like, there's been a rumor about this gold since he left office. And
Okay.
every time the story's been told, the number gets bigger. It could be 100,000 dragons. It could be 500,000 dragons. It could be 2 million dragons. It's a different number every time someone talks about it. People have been looking for this treasure hoard since then.
So
do you have a suggestion of where to look, where to start? Maybe.
I don't know anything. I would be the last person my father would have told any of this to.
Well, not just that, but where they might have taken.
Like, what direction did they go? Did you catch anything like that?
He didn't see anything.
Okay.
He was hiding.
And nobody mentioned a location for maybe the Kenku guard to check in at a later time.
We killed them all, so.
Yeah, the only kind of clue you have is the sewers.
Okay. Well, maybe time to go to the sewer.
So I would suggest that we find a place to stay for the night and check our options for sewer entry tomorrow.
Also, so
Let's go get Dan's payment since we're kind of near-ish there anyway.
well, also if we're gonna split up to crash for the night, I can crash at that bar and just meet you guys first thing in the morning at the place where we stayed last night.
I don't know. What do you think about us maybe cashing in a few of these silver bars and making sure we have some healing potions with us?
Meh.
I second that.
So presumably these are obviously stolen bars. This isn't something that I know about. So is it really going to be have to rely on Nightbreeze knowing how to do this with his Zentarim buddies?
There's a black market. We can offload some of these bars.
And an ex-cop trying to sell stolen bars on the black market is not going to be fishy to anybody?
I will not be there. Nightbreeze will do it.
Why are we signing? So we're just going to sign him up for being our fence?
He was the most enthusiastic about taking them.
I think I should explain to you guys that I have worked with the Zentarum and I have some favor with them, but I was also working with another group at the same time. So it's not like I have done a lot of work with the Zentarum, but I kind of have an idea of how they work. And this is now, like I said, my third day in Waterdeep. So
Do you have a contact in the city that maybe you could put us in contact with to try and fence them?
I mean, yeah, where we, met the what was his name? I said it earlier.
Can I just say, why would we steal the Zentarim's silver bricks and then go to a Zentarum to ask them to fence them for us? Do you not think that they may not recognize or think it is strange that we all of a sudden have these things?
They would be used to seeing the demarked gold or the silver.
Just because it's demarked, they don't know that it was at one point theirs. We're just people bringing stolen goods to someone to resell.
Can we just take it to a blacksmith and have him melted down?
Oh, we can probably do that too. Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of different black market things. They're just, I can't do it myself because it would look a little weird.
But you're like our get out of jail free card, right?
That's worked really well every other time he's talked to cops.
Direction. I can't do it myself.
All right, I think we could maybe it just gets taken back to one of our rooms that we have, and we can worry about it later, unless anyone needs to have melted down silver right now.
I probably have enough gold to cover a few potions.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there a store or a market anywhere nearby that would sell low-level magical items like healing potions, things of that nature?
How much do they go for? Anybody know?
$1 million gold.
I can have that information for you ready next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there is an
Aurora.
Aurora's here in the Southern Ward, right by where I need to take this package.
Auroras do
Very
not sell
clever.
potions.
Oh.
They don't.
What?
They don't do magical stuff.
So say when I look for the
We can have a basic potion. Come on.
Potions.
I would recommend we stop by the Jade Dancer in the Southern Ward.
You would, Gus. You would. It's like if there's a festival or anything going on out, that is something I'm known to frequent. The answer itself, not so much.
It would be when there's a full moon.
Yeah, so whenever there's one of those. If there's not one nearby, I'm certainly more of a, we can avoid the Jade Dancer and I'll be alright.
Here's the deal. I have some contacts at the guard smithy. Let me work those contacts to see if I can get this melted down on the sly. But I need some time.
Okay. So do we want to stay at the same place tonight, or we split up to the places, rooms, or setups?
I mean, I've already got my room booked, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a room too.
I think, well, both you guys are at the same place, right?
Yeah.
And I stayed there last night in the attic, but I can presumably head over to one of the places I usually work in the side of town where I generally live. So, and then meet back where you guys are staying first thing in the morning. Plan?
I guess.
Yeah. So we'd probably ride together back to the safer town, and once we're to the main thoroughfare, start kind of heading towards our respective locations.
I am fine with trying to drop off that last package.
I was gonna say I would do that. If y'all want to ride with me, or you can walk, but I would be taking that package.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I'm riding with you.
yeah, I'll go with
because-
you. We stay at the same place anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and
it's
that's
way
nearly
south
on-
there.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
all on the south part of town.
That's all good. I don't mind.
All right, road trip.
Okay, now I'll jump back. I'd say Gus, you would know there is a wizard who lives in Southern Ward named Capian, who sells potions. He kind of has his own. He doesn't really have it set up as an actual business, but he sells it out of his house. It's just kind of
Is
like
that
a hobby,
possibly
yeah.
on the way or in between where we were having dinner with Neverember and where I need to go down to Hog Street for my package?
I will say it's south of where you are. It's about a block off the high road.
Yeah. So I have to go south for the Hog Street anyway, so we can stop by there on the way and grab some potions.
Okay. But I need to look up how much they cost. Because I don't have that open.
Maybe player handbook 150.
Player handbook?
The cheap ones are usually, I think, 25 or.
I'm seeing 50.
I'm seeing 50 too. Yeah, I found a 50
I think it's like 51
for the common.
or
Yeah.
500 or something like that.
Yeah, it's 50 sounds right.
Which is way more than I have.
Yeah.
Same here.
So let me work my my smithy contacts to see if I can get some extra money, or at the very minimum, I can check to see what I have in the bank.
Okay.
But we got to get some potions before we head into the sewers.
I like that approach.
Or at least some medical kits or something.
Yeah.
Something so we don't die.
Okay. So yeah, having dinner here is you all take the effects of a short rest.
Nice.
Sweet. I will use my one hit die.
Mm-hmm.
And Renair will leave you here. He'll take a carriage up north, and so you guys are heading down to make a delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's easy enough to do, and then
Probably my last one because I'll be fired.
you're heading back to the Inn of the Dripping Dagger.
Yes.
All right, you want to
How
call it?
close would we have been to get Dan his money?
Yeah.
Oh,
Felzoon's Folly.
you want to stop at Felzoon's Folly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's not far.
Yeah, 'cause
If you're
it's
heading
nearly on the way at that point.
Yeah, it would be on the way. And
Yeah, and the intent would largely be to stop in, see if Lord Krementhar had been in and mentioned anything or left me anything.
yeah, and you find it about to be on the right.
Yeah, it's right around there. It's just north of River Street, Celabar.
Yeah, right there. So it's a small detour off the high road. So you go in tonight. Yeah, it is a pretty well occupied place. Lots of people here, drinking and having a good time, as usual. There's currently another band playing.
Cool. I said I'll saunter up to the bartender, presumably I know, and just ask him if Lord Krementhar's been around, if he left me anything, or he'd been looking for me at all.
And he'll just point you, and you see him sitting at a table.
Oh. So I'll walk up. Hello, sir. How's it going, Lord Krementhar?
And he sees you, and he gets real happy. He's like, "Ah, my boy, you did great. You were fabulous. My wife hated you in every minute of your performance." And he's just real happy, and he goes and shakes your hand.
Okay, so of course, I'll shake back.
And drops a bunch of coins in your hand.
Oh, fantastic! Oh, thank you, sir. Anytime, anytime to entertain you, your friends, work in any of your parties. It was.
By
it was
this time, his smile kind of fades, and he goes and turns back to the people he was with.
And I will take the money and skedaddle. So that is. So with that, I am now paid.
Yeah, and you, looking at the coins, you find 10 platinum pieces.
What?
What?
Whoa!
Whoa!
That's nice.
Yeah, that is not the 30 gold I was expecting. That is amazing. Yeah, so after nearly fainting...
I think he's
More
drunk.
I'll take it. Yeah, so I've got those. When I come back to the group, I'll say, well, he apparently thought we did a great job, all of us working the party. Overpaid me a bit, so we can probably afford a few of those potions.
Yeah, a few of them.
Yeah, just a couple. I mean, he paid me like an entire platinum.
I would like to see if he's
I
telling
see
me
what you did there. Nice.
I mean, I can make a deception roll if you want to make a insight check.
I would have no reason not to trust you.
Yeah.
Gus? Yeah, Gus is an untrusting dude.
That's a 2.
23. Is a nat 20 plus 3. So yeah, as far as you know, dude, he paid me an entire platinum.
That's
So that
pretty
would
cool.
be less than you were promised.
Okay, yeah. So 3. Oh yeah, because the platinum is 10 gold, right?
Right.
Right.
Oh yeah. So I'll say yeah. So I say an entire platinum extra. So 4 platinum is essentially what I'm suggesting he paid, as opposed to what he actually paid. As I add that to my stuff.
You are rich.
Way more than I usually am, that's for sure.
You're gonna go back to that purple shop and get some new robes, aren't you?
I might. I very well might. I could definitely get more scents. I could maybe they have a purple perfume or a purple cologne. And get myself some of that. Gus will be so pleased.
Alright, and with that, are you guys just heading back to the inn and calling it a night?
Yep. Yep.
I think so.
Easy enough to do.
We put my pack. We did my package, right?
Yes. And I will take the attic again. So paying
So are
that
you
silver
saying you
piece.
didn't pick up any more packages while you were dropping off that package?
No, those were just drop offs. Those weren't
Okay.
pickups.
And then, Driver X, are you staying at the end of the Dripping Dagger, or are you going back to the Yawning Portal? Or is he frozen?
No, sorry. I'm going back to the Yawning Portal.
Okay.
To my room that I have there.
So
You looked super frozen. That was impressive.
I might have been super frozen, but I was talking.
Okay,
I'm back.
so are you guys dropping him off at the Yawning Portal, or are you
Sure.
securing
Yeah.
your own transit?
I'm
Bye,
gonna
friend.
stay there too, because I'm not gonna go all the way back to the estate.
Okay. And who has all the silver at this point? Is it still
It's still in the cart. We could put it either in my room or Lynn's room.
You can have it in your room.
All right.
He's gonna put it on the pillow next to him while he sleeps and just look at it while he's resting.
All right, and with that, we can end here for tonight.
Fantastic.
We did it.
Ta-da!
And it's a long rest time, or attempting a long rest. We'll see how much sleep we get.
Yeah, you can call it a long rest.
I'll do that then.
That's great.
Long
Cool.
rest.
All right, it's been a pleasure.
All right, thanks everyone who was watching.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.